Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tim. Welcome back to the stream. Yeah, you know what that means. We're about ready to jump back into our favorite murder box room game. 999. 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. Now, when we last left off on this game, it gotten us in a rather sticky wicket. In that we found out one of our particular characters was not quite as nice and innocent as she seemed. And I'm very much ready to get back into this game and earn the other 5 of these endings, which I'm hoping we might actually be able to do tonight. How, pray tell, are we going to be able to get through all of it tonight when we barely got through one run last time in about 5 hours, 4 hours, whatever? Well, it's because we actually have the ability to skip through time this time, and it's going to become very, 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 very useful. I wonder how much of this we actually have to play again, because this is starting us off back at the very beginning. And I'm pretty sure by this point we're all fairly well acquainted with what's happening here. Junpei ends up waking up in the middle of a ship, surrounded by water that's beginning to sink. And we have to figure our way out of this first room, and that's kind of your first adventure into escaping. We know how that goes. We break through the escape room and make it out to the other side, to where we get to make our first choice all the way down here at the outside room, the 4 and 5 doors. Now, if I'm not mistaken, before we went through the 4 door, so now it's time to take the path less chosen. So in making it out of our escape room, we journey onto the rest of the ship and discover, oh no, we're not alone here. There are actually 8 other inhabitants, making a grand total of 9. One of them gets exploded, and we're left with 8. As we have 9 hours left to finish up escaping this place.
Oh my god, enough! All we're doing is talking!
I agree, Santa. It's time for us to pick a door.
Really sure? We've only got 7.5 hours left. We already wasted an hour and a half of our 9 hours.
You're right.
It took an hour of that just to get the instructions from Zero, but, you know.
Sure not gonna be fun running around knowing we gotta jump when Zero says jump.
Well, it's stupid to just sit around here doing nothing.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, Clover. It's okay, though.
All...
We'll be able to get through this. No problem. Snake! Oh, good to see you, buddy. Oh, I just remember why that's a bad joke.
But
He's
going to
blind.
go in which
Forgot about that
door?
part.
Oh yeah, that's right. All 8 of us can't go in the same
The only
door.
thing he
Then
said
it would
didn't see
seem
coming.
we will have to split up.
Wait.
That joke was so bad it stumbled out of my mouth.
I'm
What?
telling you now, there is no way in hell that I'm going into door 5.
Don't worry, Lotus. I'm gonna go into
Call me
door 5
whatever
this time.
If I'm going to have to walk...
Because I'm wondering to myself,
Sorry,
I said
but I ain't
self,
going in there
if we
either.
end up going back
Someone
into the
else
menu
can
and
go
looking
in
at the
door
flow, there's a lot here that relies on after this choice. So what happens if we make all of these choices, go down this path, and unlock all these rooms? I'm hoping that once we unlock all of the rooms here, the only thing that will be left to do is unlock all of the endings. If we can somehow make our way onto this path, go all the way down here, which might be what we do on this run, go all the way down this path, and then next time we'll start here, go down here, probably grab you just for shits and giggles, and then finish on down this path here. And that will end up being the rest of our game. And I'm hoping that it will end up being less spaces than just play the game through one time.
not
But
you.
we'll
Hey
see.
man, if you think I'm getting...
What the hell, man? Weren't you the...
Yeah, doesn't
Okay.
mean I want...
So, well, I'm
Fine.
trying to get onto
Can't
the
go in there
choice where
alone.
I make it
Anyone
through
else?
door number 5.
I'll go.
What?
Don't worry, we may part now.
How do you know that?
Because I do.
That's not an answer.
Actually, he
If you're
doesn't know
going-
that,
What
but
am
that's
I
beside
going
the
to do?
point.
There's nothing you have to. If I join you, the problem is solved, correct? 7 is 7, and Snake is 2. And if you add Clover's 4 and my 1, the digital route will be 5.
7
But I
plus
want to
2,
go
the
into
digital
door
root of
5.
Oh, it worked the 4 of us.
Wait, what about the other 4? What's their digital route?
Lotus, Santa, June, and me. Our bracelet numbers are 88365. 8 plus 3 plus 6. The digital root.
It's 4. Add up our 4 bracelets.
Then we can.
Yeah,
So the team
So let me
assigned-
make the choice. God damn it.
Seven,
No, but that's not what I want.
Loaded.
That's not what I want. It's not what I want.
Are these really the team? Beyond Door 5 is.
There we go. Okay, cool.
Of course, if I went, I could. Should I stay silent or should I stop them?
All right then. It seems we've reached. I'm going through door.
We're over there.
The door's not going.
Which door?
There we go. Decided that it had to be door number 5
wait.
that I go into.
I want to go through door 5 too.
What?
So
What?
then that's going to change up the equation entirely.
going-
No,
And we're
we
going to have to reconfigure the map.
Why?
We're. Oh, you know what's in there, don't you?
And I'm going to switch over to
Are
the
you
adventure
sure you
screen
wanna
just for
see
fun.
that?
Because I like that better.
Well,
June opened her mouth as if to say something, but instead closed it again and looked at the floor. Junpei felt an ache in his chest at her clear distress, but the choice was not his to make. There was nothing else he could do. He had to look at that body. It yearned for him,
Please,
called to him.
Let me go into door 5.
Seven scratched his head and looked at the young man.
And we're right back where we started. You know that?
I know.
Junpei's bracelet
of course.
is number
Gotta redo
5,
the math.
right?
Of course.
If we are going to add Junpei, then we must subtract 5 from the rest.
Is there anybody who adds up the... Well, you
Ace.
got Ace
Please,
and
take good care of Chloe.
Snake.
Oh, all right.
Oh, wait, no. Yeah, 1 and 4
don't
is
go
5.
away.
You
Yeah.
need to listen to. Go to door 4 with.
No.
Snake and June will go over there. Me and
Don't
Clover.
be so.
Why?
Oh, god damn it, I'm so stupid. Ace and Clover go over to 5, and I come over to 4. But I wonder
You'll be fine.
I wonder if this time this
Just
means
relax.
that we will actually be able to keep an eye on Snake and potentially keep him from getting killed. Because in our last playthrough, Snake dies in the bathroom, clubbed in the head. It looked as though he whispered 2 or 3 more words, but whatever they were, Junpei didn't hear them.
What did he tell her?
He couldn't help but wonder what the other man had said. Snake pulled back from his sister, his eyes kind and inquiring.
I understand.
Her voice was barely audible from where Junpei stood. So they definitely passed some kind of coded word on the way. And we'll have to remember that for later. Before long, new teams
Let's
were
make sure
assembled.
we've got this straight.
God,
Those
really?
going
Again?
to door 5 are me, 7, and Snake.
Yes.
7 plus 2 plus 5, and the digital root of 14, 1 plus 4 is 5.
Okay. So that means Santa is going
And
over
those
to the
going
other
to door
side, which
4
means
are
Santa and...
Lotus, Santa, June, Ace, and 8 plus 3.
Oh, well, I
and the
guess
digital
technically that
root of
happened later.
22 is 2 plus 2. 4.
After we met at the hospital.
We're okay with this.
No, it was after we split up at the hospital room. And then we tried to come back together, and Snake didn't come
problems
back
here.
together. And that's when we noticed that he was gone.
Yes. All right then.
Okay, if we jump on into the
The
room,
lever's all that's left. Okay. All right then.
and we have 90 seconds.
Okay.
90 seconds? Yeah,
We will.
of course, it's another 9. Yeah, it's gonna be 90 seconds. Junpei looked her in the eye and gave what he hoped would be a reassuring nod. He pulled the lever. Cling! Then number 5 swings open, with very, very gross bloodstains on the inside.
And it's
Junpei, and it's open. Ahead of them in the small hallway where the pitiful remains of the 9th man.
That's messed up.
I know, it smells awful by this point. For a moment, Junpei froze. Try as he might, his eyes could not leave the corpse, and his feet would not leave the floor. 7-2 seemed paralyzed. You guys gotta get in there and get to the lock. Like, for real, gotta get to the lock. He walked calmly down the bloody hallway, only stopping when he realized his companions were not following.
How can you?
Well, do you intend to kill me? I
Can't see.
assume you haven't forgotten the door only remains open for 9 seconds, have you?
Hadn't even bothered to turn around. His head was, at most, slightly cocked
Sorry.
towards one
Let's
shoulder.
go.
Junpei and 7 looked at one another, nodded, and threw themselves through the door. As they did, a cold tone sounded from the left wrists of all 3 men. And now we have seconds left
damn it! The countdown started.
to get to that lever. They had scarcely processed this information when the door slammed shut behind them, locking them into the grossed room, painted red with the blood of the 9th man. The numbered door behind them was swung shut.
There's no turning back now, and if we don't manage to find the deactivation device.
Hey, where is the
Kaboom.
dead?
The fear and urgency in 7's face reflected what all 3 of them felt.
I know? Stay calm. Look around you.
Okay, I get it.
Junpei spun around, searching desperately for the dead.
Ah!
Found it. It was on the wall next to the closed door labeled 5.
Right here.
Literally on the other side of the door, huh? As he yelled, he struck the scanner with his hand. The other two scrambled to follow suit. As soon as they finished, Snake threw the lever down, saving the lives of all of them. Fantastic. Didn't die like
Well,
that chump number 9. We never even learned his name. He wasn't important enough for a name. As he spoke, Junpei wiped the sweat from his forehead with a trembling
It's
hand.
gonna give me a heart attack.
No, it's gonna give you an exploded brain. That's what it does. Or abdomen, really, because you swallowed the bomb and it made your way down into its small intestine by now. It's not in your brain like normal remote-activated bombs are. Remote-activated bombs usually are. A muscle stood out from Seven's neck, and the corners of his mouth were twitching.
Jumpy, are you all right?
Yep, we're okay. Get the fuck through the other door. They could hear anxious voices, muffled but distinct, from the other side of the door.
Fine. The detonators have been deactivated.
They heard relieved sighs, and even through the door, the 3 men could feel the tension
All right,
disperse.
we're moving on. Be careful, okay?
Okay.
Sure thing.
And away they go towards their door. Are we gonna hear it beep?
And they're gone.
Okay. They heard footsteps moving away, and before long, they
Now.
were alone again. Junpei looked around.
Doesn't look like we can go any further this way.
Dead end, huh?
Maybe this wall can be moved.
Appropriate.
Or
What
not.
about going through the
Hey,
door?
there's a door.
Duh. To the left, however, there was a wooden door that was politely inviting by comparison. First class. Ooh,
First class
fancy.
cabin, huh?
Well, it seems like it.
Let's have a look then.
Shall we? Oh, my bad.
All right then. Let's go.
Yeah.
Without hesitation, Snake opened the door and stepped inside. Seven followed closely behind him. Junpei moved to follow them as well, but he stopped just short of the threshold, looked back, not knowing why,
I don't
at
wanna
the
look,
splatters of the man that remained. Why would you look back? Why would you look back? Why, gross man? Why would you look back? Lying in the small hallway was a man's body, or at least what was left of it. He tried hard to avoid looking at the grisly scene, but it just wouldn't leave his mind. It's so horrible, I can't even tell what's what. What had once been a man's internal organs now looked so much like vomit. As though something he had chewed up and spit out the better part of his torso. It was hideous, but worse still, it was cruel. God, this is an incredibly descriptive paragraph. It was hard to believe the thing on the floor had once been human. The black pool of thick blood, the lumps of glistening flesh spread across the floor. Okay, Junpei, a little much. The awkward, twisted tangle of shredded intestines, the head wretched to some grotesque, unnatural position.
He'd been wearing these.
And the bracelet. The lenses were cracked, but the frame was bent and distorted. Next to the glasses lay a bracelet, the number 9
Bracelet's
still
off.
displayed on his face.
Oh, wait. Zero.
Zero did say if they die, they're off. Okay. We know. You
Bracelet
escape the
comes
ship,
off
your heart
when
rate
you're
goes to
dead.
0. Yada, yada, yada.
Oh, but what the hell's the point of getting it off when you end? Oh, just imagining how it must have happened. This was a human.
Was. Now it's more of a stain. Splatter stain. We'll see.
Oh, oh God. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna puke. Oh, I gotta get out of here.
Junpei felt his stomach convulse and a knot of muscle gripped his throat. He clapped his hands over his mouth and ran to the first-class cabin in front of him. The atmosphere changed immediately. The room was gorgeous, despite the apparent
Where
age
did
of the
they-
ship, none the worse for wear. Our friends are nowhere to be seen. Why not? Where the fuck are they right now?
Through here?
Hi, FMV fan. Welcome. And yes, it absolutely is. On the other side of the door was a short hallway, especially when you do it in novel mode. You could actually take it back into adventure mode, and it would be much more visual novel-esque. But personally, I like the apt descriptions.
What's up?
That's just out of
this out.
character for
We
Junpei
found this thing
because,
here on
well,
the door.
all this death kind of seemed to gross him out before. And there, he was very into it with his language. You know what I mean? But anyway, check this stuff out. We found this
The
thing
red
here on the
light's
door.
on. Does that mean it's locked?
No, that means stuff.
So I would assume.
Okay.
Is there any other way out?
We looked around a little. Other than this door, we didn't find anything.
Well,
so you're telling me that
that's
unless we can
unfortunate.
open this door,
Yes. We won't be going anywhere.
We have found our first escape room along this new path.
this looks
Looking
like a
around the
bedroom.
room. Yes, I will save. I absolutely will
Then
save.
the
Good
other
call,
room
everybody.
is probably a living room, or the closest you can get to one on a ship.
As soon as I actually get into
All
the
right,
escape
let's
room.
find a way to
portion.
open this door. Come on, guys.
Yay! Escape room time! Fantastic. Okay, seeking a way out, I am going to first take this opportunity to save. After we take a look around. Interesting. 4-post bed over here, living room, bathroom. Very big bathroom. With an attached toilet. And pretty decent sized walk-in closets for both of them. So there's a lot of room for us to explore here. First off, save. Beautiful. Second off, no. Let me check my flow. Cool. We have officially made it to our first square, or second square along the way. And yeah, I think we're good here. So let's start taking a look around the room, shall we? Starting with the bed. Bed with a canopy. I've seen things like this in movies and stuff, but never in real life. True, you don't see too many these days. I can't see the details, obviously, but I imagine it's one of those princess beds Clover is so fond of. Clover wants one of these? Yes. She wants a princess bed because she is a princess, and I put a pea under her mattress to see whether or not she actually feels it. Okay, ooh. There is a thing under the pillow. It's a score. A musical score. But it's made of glass. Curious. Just a couple of A notes. So I imagine that we're gonna have to layer these over each other. Snake, usually so calm and collected, suddenly began to move. He stared about the room almost frantically, clearly looking for something even though it was impossible. After all, he is blind. Blind or not, Snake was clearly attempting to do something. At last, Junpei could no longer contain his
What's
curiosity.
wrong?
What
You
the
got
fuck are you
weird all of
doing?
a sudden.
Snake waited a moment before
I
answering.
heard something strange.
Like music?
Something strange.
Ah, well, never mind. It doesn't seem to be anything suspicious.
What do you think he heard? I wonder if we can figure this out.
I don't
Is it
wish to
something
toot
that's
my own
happening
horn,
concurrent
but my
over in the
auditory
other
senses are considerably
rooms
more
right now? Is it
advanced
something
than
that we
those
should
of-
remember
I
from our
notice
first
even the
run?
slightest of noises.
After all, the only thing that was over there was the painting. It was the hotel rooms with the matches and the candle and the painting and all that good stuff. And replicating from one side of the room to the other. So I don't remember there being any noises necessarily.
Right. Are you gonna tell me you can hear a needle drop from a mile away?
No, such a thing would be impossible. However, by listening to the sound of footsteps and breathing, as well as sound echoing off the environment, I can.
So you're a regular
Oh, yeah,
goddamn
that's
Batman,
right.
is what you're
when
saying.
Clover fell on the big staircase a little while ago, you were at her side immediately. So that was...
Yes, I could hear it happening. In fact, I can run quite fast. Certainly as fast as you.
But not fast
And
enough to
should
get
someone
away.
attempt to start a fight
mind
with
you.
me, I am quite confident that I could defeat them.
See, okay, you say those words. You say those words, and if you didn't know the truth, they wouldn't mean anything. But we know the truth. We know what happens. So why the fuck are those words in here? Curiouser and
really?
curiouser. Junpei was somewhat taken aback by this revelation, stared at Snake, skeptical.
You don't believe me, do you? Care to give it a try?
Not particularly. With that band jacket, you would have to be awful
must
confident to
warn
be
you.
wearing that around.
Well, I suppose that's enough playing around. Let's resume our search, shall we?
Perfect. I'm going to take a look over, at this little princess dresser here. A white desk. Feels kind of fancy. And a little ottoman. Excellent. Goes with the vanity and really ties the room together. Table with a mirror. Of course, vanity also refers to self-love, conceit, and narcissism, which is appropriate considering this is where women tend to put on their makeup. Yep. It is very sad and just shows another pattern of male expression. Ooh, it's a map. It's a map. It's a map. It's a motherfucking map. And there was a map of the ship on the other side as well, correct? It's now possible to use the map screen. And here we get to play the piano keyboard. It's piano. Something amiss with the keys. No, it's properly tuned. It's just the sounds are clearly purposefully different. C key does not yield a C, but rather a different note entirely. The same goes for the D keys. They play some other note. Zero modified it in some way to make sure that this piano could only be used in one certain way, I imagine, and we'll have to play the keys in the correct order to make something happen. Okay, cool. Let me find some more of these glass plates. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Continuing to look around the room. What are you? A window. There's an iron plate nailed to it, so it's an absolutely useless window. Inside bathroom number 1 is another glass plate with a bunch of C notes. Okay, let's combine the two. Nope. Does not work that way. But we did find a safe with a combo lock. Okay, so we do not have a combination right now, but ooh, suitcase. Anything? Damn. I can tell by the weight, it makes no noise when shaken. It could be clothes. Jackass. Whatever. Okay, back out into the hallway. What do we find? Ooh, bathroom number 2. Nothing's coming out. What happens if I look at the tub and then maybe pull the plug? Whoa, hold up. I was just thinking, we might be able to use the water. Use the water? Why would we use the water? It's full of gross, cloudy, nasty water. Okay, let's keep taking a look around. It's a heavy piece of paper that's been folded in half. It says score written on the front of it. Okay, if that's true, then the score we just found was probably in here, at least at some point. So can I pick up said piece of paper, or is it just decorative? Apparently it's just decorative. Okay. It's the other score piece of paper. I guess you put sheet music in it. I see another glass plate there amongst fire that we might just be able to, bingo, use the vase to fill with water and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, so back to the tub. Back to the tub, back to the tub. And now that the vase is filled with water, we can go and use that. Wait, question, can I pull the tub out now? Yeah, good plan. And yoink. I said, and yoink. Ooh, excellent. The D plate was in the element of water. And of course, this last plate is in the element of fire. How clever. It's a toilet, doesn't seem to be anything in the tank, and it looks like they actually have the toilet paper going the right way in this game. I'm kind of proud. Nothing looks suspicious there. What about the top of the tank? No. Can we flush? No, looks like it's been flushed recently. Okay, we're good here. Back into the room. Nope, wrong room. Shit. You gotta admit, this is a little bit confusing. There we are, and vase with water. Curve, sploosh. Excellent. And now we can get the glass plate. It's not a glass plate, that's a score plate. As Junpei tucked the plate into his pocket, Seven revealed himself. Hi, Seven. 7 cried out and stumbled. His balance lost. He threw out a hand, caught the wall in time to steady himself and avoid the floor, but his face was flush, and he looked
Hey,
startled.
7. What the hell was that? Are you all right?
You okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine. I just felt a little dizzy, that's all.
You look a little faint, buddy. Rubbed a couple of fingers across his brow and then shook his head as if to clear
wrong
it.
with me? First memory loss, now I'm getting dizzy for no reason.
Memory loss. Forgot about that. 7 is the one person who doesn't really remember what happened to him before he got
Yeah,
here.
I told the rest of them before we ran into you on the stairs.
This information came up later on in the hospital room.
Told him I couldn't remember
But
a
for
damn.
now,
Didn't realize I
it came up here.
Wait a minute. You're talking about amnesia.
Yeah.
Well, why are you an amnesiac?
If I knew that, I wouldn't.
Oh,
I guess that is a very good point, Junpei.
are you telling the
moron.
truth?
Huh?
Well, you look pretty calm for somebody who doesn't remember anything.
Nothing to worry about
really
if you don't
got
remember
amnesia?
anything, right?
Well, sure. I mean, I was pretty confused when I woke up down on D-deck.
Especially considering that the boat was sinking and you were probably locked in a death room and yada yada yada.
But that was a while ago. I've had some time to get used to it. After a while, I figured it wasn't worth the trouble of worrying about it.
Okay.
After all, why worry about something I can't change? Well, people usually don't stay amnesiacs forever. I figure it'll work itself out eventually.
But that's it?
That's it.
So is there a point at which he's going to remember who he is, and that's going to lead us to to an ending involving him in some way?
All right, that's enough talking for now. Let's get back to work.
7 gave Junpei a look the younger man wasn't sure how to interpret,
How are you
then
fine
turned
with
to walk
something
away.
like that?
Somehow, though, Junpei did not find his reassurances very reassuring. Okay, looking at the couch, it's the perfect size for him to stretch out. But I'm wondering if there's anything under the pillows. Probably not. Otherwise, it would have let me look at it closer. What about in this bathroom? Suitcase made of leather, the color of rich mahogany. Nothing in it, but ooh, we found the score plate G. Why? Okay, so now that I've got all these score plates, let me see if I can actually use the original score plate to combine any of them, maybe? I don't know. Nope. 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 Farts. Okay. Let's, I guess, go back. Oh, well, never mind. This is where we came from. Go back to the I guess the shower head. Anything here? Oh, he's using it as a microphone. Ha, funny. There's no way he didn't know. Anyway, whatever, doesn't matter. So I guess over to the piano now, because that's all that's really left. Score plate. Just gotta put the ceramic plate on bottom. Okay. And then stack the glass plates on top. Beautiful. Junpei, would you be so kind as to play the piano? I shouldn't need to tell you, but the keys on this piano are not what you might expect them to be. C won't be C, D won't be D, and so forth. You must listen carefully to determine which keys to strike. What? Really? Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, okay. So if that's that, then it's 1, 2. Nope. Wait, what? Oh, right, because it's not programmed to do the right notes. No? Okay. Bum, bum. Bum. Uh-huh. That one. That one. That one. Okay. Shit, that one. Ooh, almost fucked it up. Is this the alarm tone? Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, that's your standard alarm chime. Music is not my forte, but looks like it worked. Excellent. Is it the... Is it the door? Is it the green doors? Ah, Westminster. I see. Yeah, it's the chimes from Westminster Abbey. Big Ben plays that very collection of notes on the hour, every hour, except for right now while it's being renovated for the next couple of years. Neat. That was pretty neat. And yes, in fact, the red locks are now green, so we can move on to the next room. Congratulations. Yeah, it's made after Big Ben's tone. That's exactly right, Juno. He came out of the door and into the long, straight hallway.
Another hallway?
Duh. It's a long ship. He paused for a moment and turned around to look behind him. Nobody came out with me? What are you doing? Seven was bent over, apparently doing something to the door. Tying some sort of note on it to make sure that we know that we were there already? The larger man stood up and turned to Junpei.
I was just putting one of those plates in there. It ought to keep the door from locking again.
Oh. Very sneaky,
Now we
sis.
can come back here anytime we want, right?
Ah, why would you want to come back here?
Who knows? Snake was the reasonable one. Seven thought about it for a moment before he answered.
Play a little piano.
Piano?
Come on, let's get moving. We aren't out of this yet.
Very suspicious, sis. Without waiting for an answer, Seven started off down the hallway. Snake shrugged, sighed, and quietly followed. He and his amazing hearing are probably going to get him into a lot of trouble by the end of this. That's a lie, Junpei thought to himself.
I never imagined Seven playing the piano. He couldn't use the piano in there anyway. The keyboard's a mess. But why would he want to leave the door unlocked then? I have no clue.
We know why.
Hey, wait for me!
Junpei frowned, took one last look at the door, and then walked away towards his companions. After some time in the hallway, they emerged into a larger, more open area.
Whoa, a metal grate.
Yes. Downstairs, indeed. A large metal grate, like the door of a jail, divided it in half. Now, here's the thing. Last time we came through here, we came on the other side, and we discovered once we had arrived here that this metal grate had already been opened, which means that the previous group had already been here. So if we are still following that timeline, as far as we're aware, the previous group has not finished yet.
Why is this thing?
They shook it for a while, but as they expected, it did not move.
Are those elevators over there?
No way to
Yes,
know
they
if they're
are. They
working or
require a
not from
key
here.
card.
Oh, there's
that
a
we
door
don't
just to
have.
the left of this grate.
Unfortunately, however, it was locked and refused
Sounds
to
like
open.
it's locked.
Yep.
Yes, Juno. Same elevator.
Stairs leading down.
They're blocked by the grate, though.
But this here seems accessible.
So we can open it?
Nah, I think it's locked too. Look.
In the center of the door was a small keyhole. Next to the keyhole, a small symbol was carved into the metal.
What's this mark?
The symbol of Venus.
Female symbol.
He wasn't quite sure what to make of it, but it's the kind of key that we're
Venus.
going to
Do
need.
you recall the similar symbol? They reference many of the solar bodies.
Oh, that's right. The sun.
Yes, the sun key,
Saturn.
and by this point we'd found the Saturn key
And
card.
Earth.
And then the Earth key door.
So, as you can see, that one is likely.
Not the woman symbol, but a Venus symbol.
Yes, Junpei.
So I
Nothing
assume-
gets by you.
Hold on. Where's 7?
Going to 8, 9. His absence now felt. Snake and Junpei turned to look for their missing companion.
There he is. Down that hallway.
How convenient. And left them to head down the hallway,
This way,
extending to the
Snake.
right of the
Follow
stairs.
me.
This way, Snake, follow me. Junpei grabbed Snake to lead him off in the right direction, and they both headed off after 7. Before long, the three men stood in front of a door.
I wonder if this door will...
How about that?
Of course it does. Realized that unlike so many others that they encountered, it was unlocked. Almost as though he was afraid to suddenly, it would suddenly lock itself, Junpei threw the doors open. And they gave way to the next room. Ooh, the parlor, the gambling parlor.
Is this some kind of casino?
Sure looks
Or
like
casino, whatever. And the door creaked closed. Question, is it locked now? Snake was shaking the door they had just come
Well,
through.
this is troubling.
Locked. Great. As Seven and Junpei watched, he threw up his hands in frustration and then kicked the door for good
Seems
measure.
we are once again locked in.
There was no reason to panic,
Even if
however.
that door was open, it's not like we had anywhere to go that way.
So we must find another exit then.
All right, guys, let's split up and search this room. Come on, no dawdling.
It doesn't
let's
seem
go.
to be very big now that I look at the place. It's just one room. How much of an escape can it be? Okay, this would be another great opportunity for us to go ahead and save this bitch, because we have officially made progress. Save, and do not return to the title screen. Yeah, I caught that too, Queen. He is not sticking around, is he? We found card 5, the 5 of spades. Fantastic. I'm guessing I'm gonna try and make some sort of poker hand around here, as this is a gambling parlor and all. Ooh, the 3 of spades. Fantastic. It's probably playing baccarat. Looks like it looks a little off though. Look at the middle of the table. There's something mounted on it, you see? You mean this little guy right here. Suddenly, Seven began to speak.
Baccarat. You ever played Jumpy?
No, can't say that I have. He had barely even heard of the game.
Never.
All right, then.
I know
How about
Bert
explain the
Baccarat.
rules to
He's
you?
an amazing piano player. We should go back.
See, Baccarat is kind of an unusual game.
Uh-huh.
You've got the banker and the player.
Right.
The whole point is that you guess which one's going to win.
Totally unusual. Wait, you guess who's
Whether
gonna win?
The banker or the player wins, it all depends on their hands. The way
Right.
each hand works is different from other games, too. See, you take the number from the ones place after you add up the value of all your cards.
Like a digital root? No. You take the number from the ones place after you add up the
Whoever
value
gets
of
the
your
number
cards. So you're
closest
not
to
getting the
9
digital
wins.
root, but it's
If
close.
your number is smaller than your opponent's, you lose.
Huh.
And that's it. That's the explanation. Well, actually, there's a lot more to it. But what I just told you sums up the core of the game pretty well. The single digit of the sum
Okay.
of all the cards you have. The strongest hand is a 9, and the weakest hand is a 0. You just ignore
Oh.
the number in the 10 spot.
So it is the
Get it?
digital root.
Yeah.
Kind of. You haven't been asked for it, but Seven's explanation rushed,
Well, maybe
though it
half
had
of
been.
Enough.
It's helpful.
I got a chance at winning.
However, of
So I
knowing
need
the
to get
puzzle
together
in the
the number of
Baccarat table
cards
makes use
necessary
of
in
them,
order
and I
to
guess we
win
try
this game of
everything.
Baccarat. I'm assuming with a 9. There's an 8 in the glass table, and that's my opponent's number. So I need 3 cards that add up to 9. So right now I've got a 5 and a 3, which unfortunately isn't going to help me. So if I find an ace, that would be wonderful. God, Jesus Christ, yes, I know. So, wait, what? How do... Ah, there we go. And boop, boop. 3 and 5, which unfortunately is still 8, so that's not really going to help me out right now. Yes, yes I do, Juno, because it's the only one that's going to beat that 8. Let's look at the slot machine. 1. It's coin slot, and I need to get some coins in order to make it work. Okay, what about that's number 2, and you're number 3. Easy enough. You are an ace lock. Okay, cool. Looks like the cover's hiding something. If this is a cover, maybe it opens up. Probably does. Okay, so let's go ahead and take the ace. The ace of spades, and it's totally stuck, which is the card that I need in order to win at Baccarat. So then let's check back over at the bar, because it's the only place I haven't been. And I'm guessing that we'll be able to find what we need to win here. 4. Interesting. And a whole lot of glasses on the shelf that don't really look useful. Oh, I didn't even see this. Fuck. A. There is a 6 of spades here, so I'm getting almost the entire suit. Huh. When those two lights turned on, I heard something from the bottom of the fireplace. What the fuck was that? And that's the rest of the suits down there. And it dropped a coin purse. Awesome. The fuck do I need the coin purse for? Ooh. There's a stained glass window over here. It's beautiful. Stained glass is a colored piece of glass placed together in a frame. As I've said many times before, I need only touch to know. I can discern from the basic structure. Weird. Okay, so I think we've got the cards we need to win at Baccarat here. Wait. Oh, duh. Gotta click the square in the middle. There we go. Jesus Christ, I know already. So here's the problem. I have to add up 3 cards. I can't just do 2. So I can't just do the 4 and the 5. 3, 4, and 5 is 9 and 12. Add those together, you get 3. 4, 5, and 6 is 15, and that's still not enough. 5, 6, and 7 is 18. Add those together, and you get 19? Or 9, rather. Let's try 5, 6, and 7. Ha-ha! Hot damn! And I get the 8 of spades. Fantastic. Do I have all of them now? Oh, they're fucked. They're stuck to the table now. Man. Well, lost those, didn't I? Okay. I've got the coin purse. Let's try the slot machine. I guess. Come on. Wait. Oh, fuck off. It's the order that was on the fireplace, which was, oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. It was club. Wait, what? Oh, spin. Wait. Club. Diamond, heart. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Lucky, lucky, lucky. It would appear as though something is unlocked now. And opening the drawer, we get a key and a 2. It's the goddamn Venus key. Yes! That's how they got through the gate before the other group, the other group, were able to make it through the first quest. Like, we spent so long running through there, getting the matches, doing the candle, rummaging through the dark, getting all that shit, and examining the painting and listening to psychology and all that shit, that they were able to make it through 2 whole rooms, get the Venus key, the 2, and get the fuck out. So I'll tell you what. The first person that thinks they have this answer right, I don't know. What can I do? What can I do? The first person that gets this, that gets the answer to this riddle will get... nothing. You get nothing. Ha ha ha. No, I'm just kidding. You get my forever love and adoration. You're exactly right. It's absolutely the 8 card. Because an ace plus 8 equals 9. Isn't that fantastic? And then there's 3 more that have to add up to 9. And we only have 3 cards left that add up to 9, actually. They totally do, because 2 plus 4 is 6, plus 3 is 9. Ta-da! And that's all the cards we have now. That's literally it. And the casino's doors open back up. So that whole escape room was simply to get the Venus key, have a little bit of fun playing with some cards, and leave. I'm okay with it. Junpei and his companions ran out of the casino and into a large open room. A room, in fact, that they had been once before. It was little surprise to them there. They already knew what the next step had to be. They grabbed the Venus key and the iron gate.
The keyhole with the...
and crammed that key
Venus
right
key
into
should
that
work
hole.
here.
Turned it so good. With a distinctive sound of metal on metal. He
sounds
felt
like
the
it
lock
did.
click open.
All right, let's get this thing open.
No problem. Let me...
Junpei grabbed the handle on the left side, Seven took the handle on the right. On Junpei's signal, they both pushed, and the gate creaked open. Not at all creepy.
It sounds as though you have opened it.
Thanks,
We
Snake.
should be able
I
to
appreciate
reach
it.
C deck now.
Snake, are you gonna be all right? I mean, the stairs.
If you ever walk downstairs in the
Please,
dark,
do
it
not
can be
do
done.
yourself the embarrassment of underestimating me. I would be unlikely to trip even if I were running
Okay,
backwards.
now he's getting a little bit insufferable. I'm not gonna lie. He's getting a little bit insufferable now.
Good to hear. Let's move.
I can kind of understand why you might want to just club him one, but good. I kind of get it now. In no time at all, they found themselves on C deck.
Everything looks okay here.
We should check the next deck down, just in case.
When he reached the water, he called back up to Snake and Seven.
Just what
Oh
I
no!
thought. D-deck is
D-deck is
completely
completely underwater.
Just like the bottom of the central staircase.
The surface of the water below them was flat, like a mirror.
I'm just glad the water
which means
level
not
hasn't changed
rising.
much.
Back to the C deck then.
But they don't have the conversation
how
that
about
we
we
had
check
in
out
the
what's
other
here?
group of how, in fact, it hasn't flooded yet. And how the ship must be constructed in order to allow that to happen.
There are 2 elevators over there, which means it's probably the same upstairs.
There's a card reader between them. And another weird mark.
Hey, check it out. It's the symbol for Lotus.
The ram?
What?
See? It's got the woman symbol, and then it's got the devil horns, right?
Oh my god, Junpei, you're the worst.
Yeah, I see it. No 2 ways about it. That was a pretty good one, kid.
Oh, he gave me a pat on the back. Jostled Junpei's hair in what he was likely thought to be a friendly manner. Junpei feared his neck might break, even though it was clear Seven had kept his strength in check.
Whoa, would you watch it, man? Whoa, that hurts. You're gonna break my neck.
Sometimes the voice
What are you
acting doesn't
talking about?
exactly lend the best
human
thing in
body
the world,
ain't
does
that
it?
weak. Maybe this'll toughen you up, huh?
Now we're gonna do a friendly little locker room tussle? Is that
We
what
were
this is
looking for
turned
a
into?
Double. We've got one right here.
You have no idea. After Junpei's observation, he had gone over to examine the
This
card
is a
reader.
Mercury symbol.
And it's
The
the
marks
symbol
you
for
mistook
Mercury.
for horns are a stylized version of the wings and staff of Hermes.
Wings and a staff. Huh. So then, she beats you with the staff until you die and go to heaven.
I'm glad you got killed in the previous playthrough.
Sounds like Lotus, all right.
Seven shook Junpei's head even more vigorously, and the younger man began to feel as though his brain was being jostled about inside of his skull. Junpei's stomach began churning uncomfortably.
I think I'm gonna puke.
Unless we can
All
activate
over
this
Seven's
device,
brand new
I
shoes.
doubt the elevator will function.
In other words, we gotta find a key card with a Mercury symbol on it.
Yep.
So I would assume.
Yep.
Let's forget the elevators for right now.
Yep.
How about
Which
that
means
hallway
we
to
get
the
to
left?
explore more of C Deck.
Whoa, there's a bunch of
Wonderful.
doors.
There were a great many doors lining both sides of the hallway. They seemed to stretch on forever, and all three men suddenly felt very
shit.
small.
We're not gonna have enough time to check all these, are we?
Maybe
Nah,
we
probably
can come
not.
back here later. We should check out the other side. Let's head back.
And on the other side
To
was...
the right this time.
Oh, right, the catering carts and all that stuff. An area of roughly the same size and shape as the one at the top of the stairs. On the left was a room where there were 4 French
There are
doors.
here too. Well, I guess
Wasn't
it's
this
just 4 this
the
time.
back of the hospital room? Like,
Let's
going
open
through
them up.
here
Okay,
leads us to the
I'm on
hospital
it.
room, right? Jumpy nodded, grabbed the one closest to him. Small tug,
It
felt it
isn't
moved. And opening it up, we find... Should be the hospital room, right? Jumpy didn't know what to make of what he saw. Bingo! The hospital room. Which means we have now rejoined back up with the story where we left it. At least, as far as this first path here. Let's take a look at the flow. Bingo. As you can see, we have now done these gals. I am curious, however, to know what the game makes you do in order to enable certain endings. Like, there will be ways as we go down here that we're going to have to make choices and go left and right here. So I'm wondering if how the game's going to be able to trigger, say, if we jump from playing this portion and then there's no reason for us to do that. What would end up happening is me jumping from the beginning of the game down to here and then trying to make my way through these endings. But I need to make sure that I make all the right choices in order to actually get to the ending that I want, because some of the choices that I make do determine which ending that I get, considering the fact that I didn't get the ending that I wanted to when I went through here and made wrong choices and got the axe ending in the first place. So, like, there's definitely going to be some experimentation when it comes to where and how we're going to be able to unlock all these different endings by jumping around as much as we will. Anyway, continuing on.
Hey, it's...
So now that we have done this,
Is this the
once we rejoin back up with the
Hey,
group,
look there.
4 doors at the end, yeah, we know. I'm kind of wondering whether or not
And the right.
we'll just be able to skip on to the next
Hey, does that mean...
choice to make.
No point.
Yeah.
Yes, they're going to try the doors, realize that not only do they not open, but the card readers are not even working.
After all, unless
Wow, Juno.
Whoa, whoa.
Wow.
Look at the...
Wow. Dark.
Don't you... If there were... Oh, but this...
Yeah, we know.
There's
It's not
nothing.
powered on.
Only-
Somebody remove the batteries. Oh, no.
No.
Also, I really wonder why Snake is so
And
pale.
Dorothy,
He needs to get outside more.
They...
whoa.
Well, that's...
Yeah, we know. Zero's been preparing this whole thing. There's no way he's
It
going to leave
seems
batteries out, blah, blah, blah,
that
blah.
is the bot.
Internal hardware's been removed. Oh, no.
I think it's.
The other...
I get it.
So
And who?
I have
Just then, they heard the sound of a door opening. What now? 3 of them turned and saw the rest of them. Okay.
Ace.
Question.
Santa.
Is
Clover,
this the point where
and
we meet up?
Lotus.
Nope, not quite. Damn it.
Guess everyone's here.
I'm a little bit
are
impatient to
you-
get
why-
back to the rest of the game.
That's
What can I
perhaps-
say? Perhaps we should exchange information, and after a moment of silence and surprise, everyone suddenly began to talk, desperate to change information. They talked about the rooms they've been through. This is where we meet up, because I remember this exact dialogue. They were happy to simply see one another again. Although the level of cheer varied greatly from person to person, each one of them was wearing some manner of a smile, almost as though they had already forgotten about the death of the 9th man. No, thought Junpei, perhaps that wasn't it. Perhaps thoughts of his death were what in fact drove them to smile at one another. Not in a morbid or hateful way. No, the 9th man had died, but they were still alive. That was something to be happy about. A sort of simple, uncomplicated joy, Junpei thought. The joy of being alive. Still alive. The joy of simply still alive.
And that's
Okay.
what we know.
That is in fact what we know as we know it. Son of a bitch!
Well, this isn't. If the red is inactive,
What about that big hallway? Maybe there's somewhere in there we might be able to go.
Yeah,
no,
don't.
there's nothing
Okay.
there. There are plenty more hospital rooms, but
You mean all those doors?
yes. There are a number of individual rooms in addition to this large one.
there was a door at the end of the
All right.
hallway.
I remember that
It had
now.
one of those.
I was like,
It
wait,
was
do
the
I remember there being other
Jupiter.
hospital beds here? Yes, I
Wonder
do.
what it.
And they
While
found
we're
the
asking,
Jupiter
what-
sensor,
I mean,
sensor,
I
its
thought this
symbol,
was a-
of course. We'll find the Jupiter key later.
Well, I figure it's probably. Chances are it's the gigantic.
and this is where we discover what the name of the ship is.
What is this gigantic?
The,
It was the sister ship to the Titanic.
she
That
was a sister
made
ship to the Titanic. Actually, the Titanic had two sister ships. They intended to make her a passenger
a little bit
like the
more
Titanic, but
unfortunate
World War
of a
began soon
voyage.
after the British
Ended up
did
in
so.
the
She was
sales
once
yard
in
and
so
bought
not
up by a
once,
rich
but
mogul.
So you're saying
And
this
never heard
whole-
from again. Lord
Yeah,
Bourdain,
at
in fact,
least
was
I
the man.
think.
That's impossible. No way we're in some boat that's almost 100 years old.
Why not?
Pipe
Somebody
down.
clearly
Just
took
pay
care
atten-
of it.
What? That's it.
Everything looks
Proof
about
that this-
period.
Well, this ship's got stuff that's.
Oh, for goodness.
No.
Like.
Well,
Seven looked around desperately, doing anything to avoid meeting Lotus's piercing stare. We know all this already. Question. Oh, the bell began to toll from far
It sounds
away.
like the clock in the main stairway.
Now? Nope. Counted each time carefully.
11.
It's probably after the clock, right?
12.
Like, I'm trying to
12.
think where would the rest of the story not matter anymore. And it would probably be at the
It's
hour
midnight.
mark.
Then we've still got 6 hours.
let's get going. We gotta find the missing.
What do you mean find? How on earth do you?
We've looked everywhere in this room.
They've been examining
but
the
we
room
haven't
as they
found
talked.
anything.
Right.
That only leaves one.
One.
Well,
Huh?
It leaves all
Wait.
these goddamn doors down
Don't
the
tell me
hallway.
you mean we need to search all of the other rooms.
You better believe it, sister. And still haven't moved on to the
well,
next
you
one.
already checked some of them out before you came here, right?
We each checked a single room, so 5 rooms in total.
All right then. That's 5 rooms we don't have to search. We just have to split up the rest between the 8 of us. If each of us can do 6 rooms apiece, we'll have the other 48 rooms cleared in no time.
There are 48.
I mean, it should be pretty easy to do a cursory inspection on that many rooms, but 7 is making it sound a little bit more difficult than they think. And as they move
All
around,
right,
this
so-
is the
Yeah.
part where
Yes.
where Snake disappears. Correct?
We'll all meet up when the clock goes off again.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm not mistaken,
I'll shout if I find any of them.
this
hope
is the
we can
part where
find
they
them with-
disappear.
If we can't, then.
Right.
Then let's do this.
Details decided, they begin their searching. Out the hallway they went to each of the rooms they had been assigned. However, from far away, Junpei heard the bell ring. Now, here we go. That was the transition. Hi, Dan. Welcome. Glad you could join us. It's okay. The only thing that you missed was the grand finale to Hand of Fate 2. It was awesome.
Huh?
And then a little bit of this. Right now, I hadn't done any other endings just yet. I'm kind of filling out some of the rooms that we hadn't already gone through. And Ace, Santa, Clover, June, Seven, and Lotus are already in the room. They had gathered in front of door number 8. But someone is mysteriously missing.
What are they doing over there?
Had one of them found the missing
What
piece?
happened, guys?
It was June who had
Jumpy,
answered him.
look.
She was pointing at the red. He was working again. Oh no! And now we're at this part. Okie dokie. So we'll be able to make a choice here. This choice is the 7 door. We won't want to go into that one. Not this time anyway. I'm thinking
Vacant.
that we'll have to choose a different door. And now that we actually have the ability to do just that, I'm going to skip right on to actually making the choice for the 3, the 7, and the 8 door. Oh, wow, Queen. And so Ace now gave himself the tranquilizer, decided that he's going to be useless for this next portion
Well,
because
we
he
really don't
actually
have a
can't
choice
make
now.
any combinations
We
that
can't
work.
let this sacrifice, right?
And we're going to have to choose the door we go into.
You say something?
We're not going into 7. We've been into 7
No,
before.
nothing.
So where are we going to go this time?
Yeah, we're not done choosing yet, are we?
Huh?
Well, we haven't decided who's going in what.
Oh, yeah.
You first, Lotus.
It's the same
Lotus
number.
is going in 8.
You're next, 7. Which one do you want?
I'll
7
take
is going in 7.
What? What did
Easy
you just
enough.
say?
A recap of the Hand of Fate 2 ending? Sure, I would love to. Basically, it kind of fell out almost as expected. We did the Feast of Callus mission, which did not quite turn out as great as we wanted to. It wasn't really a flavor mission about Callus himself. It was sort of actually what it said on the tin. Just a feast where we went and competed and got a encounter that you could probably use to get some good material gains and some good gold rewards and stuff. Called Joust, which is just what it's. I mean, it's a good old-fashioned joust. And then we did the final challenge. Got it in 1, 2, motherfucker. Where we actually got to beat the usurper's ass. That you're definitely going to want to VOD because it was really cool looking, and I'm not going to give away what it looked like. And
Oh, you're gonna get it next time.
at the end of the game, of course, we take over the game, and the dealer gives us a warning about changing the world. And that's the end, as I predicted, because the story's not over yet.
All right, who's... Junpei, which door do you...
I am going to go into door number 8.
Okay.
Because I'm following Lotus
All
to
right,
the
then.
grave,
That
baby.
means
What?
What?
And June is going with the other door.
If the 6 of us are gonna keep going without leaving anyone behind, there are only 3 ways we can do it.
Plan A.
3, 5, and 8 go through 7, and 4, 6, and 7 go through 8.
And yes, Dan, 7 does look a lot like a fisherman.
4, 5, and 7 go through 7, and
I want to say that at one point I had picked 7, and then later on I had picked 3, and decided not to go through 3, went back to 7.
or 3,
But
6,
it shows you
and
the
7 go
choices you
through
have already
7,
made,
and 4,
Dan, which is
5,
kinda
and
nice.
8 get 8. There are no other combinations. In other words, 3 and 4.
So it makes it easy to choose the paths that you haven't gone down yet. As Santa finished, June looked over at Junpei, tears welling up at the corner of her eyes.
You're saying we aren't gonna see each other again for a long time.
Probably not, dear, but it's okay. I imagine you'll be just fine when you come out on the other side. Everybody's always fine in these games. Nobody gets their hands chopped off by a vicious little girl with a murdering hand axe or anything. But he knew if they were to survive, he had to swallow his feelings and also a whole lot of semen. In order for the 6 of them to move forward, he and June had to be separated. He looked at June, he was scared to lose her, but he swallowed, steeled his resolve, and did his best to smile.
Hey, come on.
Sounds like my porn
You're
career.
making it sound like we're never gonna see each other again. We gotta split up, but only for a while. This is just like when we went into the 4 and 5 doors, remember? We got split up then too, but we all met back up. I'll bet 7 and 8 are just like that.
You mean they're connected somewhere?
Yeah, probably.
Eventually.
Probably.
She didn't sound very hopeful. It's okay, I'm not able to fill you with much
I'm
hope
sure they're
either.
gonna connect
But maybe 7 can do it. Yeah, I'll bet 7 can fill her right
what
up.
makes you think so?
If they
Bow,
don't,
chicka,
then
chicka,
neither team can
chicka,
get through
bow.
door 9. In other words, the game would end.
Sorry, did I
right
mention
here.
I'm incredibly tired?
Zero's been on top of his shit so far. I don't think he'd blow it now.
I got up at 6:45 this morning to go into
I'm
work,
damn sure that
and I
son
worked
of a
for
bitch
11
wants to
hours
have his
straight,
fun as long
and then
as
I came
possible.
home,
He's not
ate
gonna end
dinner,
this game
and
until he
started
gets through the
stream.
9 door.
Because I'm a glutton for punishment, apparently. June said nothing. The tears were gone, but her eyes were still sad as they looked up at Junpei. He met them, and with what reassurance he could manage, laid his hand gently upon her shoulder.
Everything's gonna be fine. We're gonna see each other again. I promise.
Yes.
Juno, what do you think this
Promise?
is? Doki Doki Literature Club? Our characters are not self-aware. Her voice was barely above a whisper. Santa's voice shattered the moment. Get on with it already! He stretched and
Anyway,
continued.
that's pretty much it. Clover and I will both go into separate groups. I figure I'll take 7 and Clover can take 8.
Perfect.
Any problems with that, Clover?
Clover looked away and was silent for
Whatever.
a moment because her brother is still missing. And no one's been able to figure
All right,
out why.
we're ready to go then. Let's move.
At Santa's command, the group split and headed for their respective doors. Santa, Seven, and June walked towards door 7. What is the chance, do you think, that June's gonna walk out on the other side with that particular group? While Clover, Lotus, and Junpei headed for door number 8. For a long moment, they stood in front of the door. Lotus laid her hand against her chest, and then
ready?
turned to Junpei and Clover.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then shall we go?
You better believe it, babe. Interestingly enough, this is exactly the first group, minus June, that I ended up with in
It's
the
open.
first room the first time, right? No, I ended up with Lotus and Seven and June and me. I can't. My brain. It's open!
Okay.
9 seconds! Get through! Hurry! Lotus and Clover leapt through the door. The moment they did, their bracelets beeped. And I was reminded that I need to get the fuck in there too. Uh-oh. As he was about to step over the threshold, he stopped. He looked onto his left, towards door 7, and June stood there, a mirror image. Their eyes met.
Jumpy.
They nodded. Their farewell took almost
What the hell are you
1.5
doing?
seconds. And they both get yanked the fuck into the room. He heard the sound of the numbered door slam shut behind him. And the countdown had begun.
81 seconds.
Yeah, I
left.
plan on
Hurry.
getting both of those games when they're on PC, which, to be fair, I think Dragon Ball FighterZ is already out on PC. I just can't get it yet. But yeah, I really wanna, Dan. FighterZ looks so fun. Junpei and Clover followed her as fast as they could. Straight to the dead, pull that lever, and the day is saved.
It stopped.
With a shaking hand, she wiped a few beads of sweat from her forehead. Clover, however, was calm, almost aloof, perhaps.
Pointless.
She muttered to herself without emotion and began to walk down the hallway, leaving a very confused Junpei and Lotus. Lotus watched the girls receding back with a mix of frustration and curiosity.
What an unpleasant
Now,
girl.
I'm going to mention something very interesting here. If we had gone the way that the guide had wanted us to go down, this is actually the path we would have taken to the axe ending. And we probably would have seen it coming a little bit more. Now that I think about it. What an unpleasant little girl.
I bet she's not very popular with the boys.
She's 12. You old skank. Her sarcasm was a little bit more biting than was perhaps necessary, but she sighed and started after the younger girl.
Maybe pairing these two together was a mistake. Too late now. I better catch up to them.
It's the other 3 you gotta worry about, jackass.
Oh, it's a dead end.
The hallway made a number of turns
There's a
before
door on the
last
left,
coming to, in fact, a dead end. The door to the left is to a laboratory.
Oh, that
Wait,
doesn't
is
sound
it the
very
same
pleasant.
laboratory that we
Neither.
found
But there are.
Junpei.
with the mannequins and
Please.
having to weigh them and
Refresh.
shit? Junpei suspected her politeness was motivated by something other than respect. Junpei muttered to himself, then pushed open the iron door, revealing the next puzzle room. I'm guessing it's the next puzzle room. It's probably the next puzzle room. His first steps inside were tentative and careful, but as he examined the room, it became clear there was no imminent danger. Lotus followed him in, and Clover brought up the rear. Wait. I think they mean lavatory. Nope, definitely lab. Never mind. I thought I saw a bathroom around here, and I was like, that's not laboratory. Anyway, the room they found themselves in was divided by into two separate areas by a curved wall. A thick glass window built into that wall made it possible to see into the other side of the division.
I think the window looks into another room.
Maybe
You
it's for
don't
monitoring something.
say. Junpei walked to the window and looked through.
What the hell?
It's a body. It's definitely a body. Oh, nope. It's a mannequin body. Interesting. In the center of the room, shaped like a quarter circle, a mannequin lay on what looked like a medical examination table.
Looks so creepy.
Okay, Junpei jumped a little. He hadn't noticed Lotus come up
It's
next
kind
to
of
him,
like
and it
that
scared him a
doll
little bit.
is Waiting for
After wiping up
surgery.
the puddle of piss underneath him,
Laboratory, right?
Ooh,
It's creepy either way. Don't think
we
that
end
one's
up
gonna
going down to
fix it.
decide to
Well,
investigate
I don't
things a
know.
little bit.
I mean, look at all those cables sticking out of it. If we press the wrong
That
button,
looks more like,
I don't know.
excuse me, an equipment cart almost, or where you would store the organs after you pulled them out of the body.
Stop.
I don't know that it's actually
Just
big enough
thinking
to
about
be
it is
another bed.
terrifying.
Go back. She was gripping her arms, the knuckles on her hands white.
Wait, where's Clover?
Gone over to look at the cadaver, she was poking the dead body to see what it would do. Her face had the appearance of calm, but it was drawn.
What is she?
And somehow sad. There was something almost pitiful about her. Junpei walked over to her and, as kindly as he
Are you
could,
okay?
spoke. Clover looked away.
What are you talking about?
What? I'm just worried about you. You've been real quiet.
What? I can't be quiet if I want to?
Well, I mean, of course you can. I just...
Okay then. If I can be quiet if I want, just leave me alone, okay?
That is much less
Come on,
open
I
than she
can't.
was
We gotta work
previously
together.
with us. Because I'm
Junpei, you just don't get it!
pretty sure that by this point she was kind of telling us about the
My
experiment
brother's
of
not
9
the
years
kind of
ago
person
and
who
shit.
just- Something happened to him! Something bad.
Right?
Yeah.
Junpei had nothing to say. Lotus, jolted from her mannequin nightmares by Clover's voice, turned toward them.
What happened?
Ugh, nothing.
Look, just don't bother me, okay? Leave me alone.
Finished. She turned around. Before Junpei or Lotus could say anything, however, Clover had begun to walk quickly away.
Clover, hold on. That way is...
She's gone.
I told you to leave me alone.
She's gone. Might as well have been talking to a wall for all the notice she took of his cries. Not even slowing down, she made for a doorway cut in the wall in front of her, down to the actual observing room. She passed through the
Clover, watch
doorway.
out above you.
Uh-oh. Guillotine! Chunk! And cut off her hand, ironically. Without warning, an iron gate fell from the ceiling like a portcullis, sealing Clover in.
What's going on here?
Dun dun dun! Clover grabbed a hold of the iron bars and shook them as hard as she could, but they were going nowhere. Much like Clover herself. Junpei grabbed the bars and pulled. In a moment, Lotus joined him. The three of them pulled and pulled and pulled and pulled, but of course, could not break or bend the iron bars. They're iron. And bars.
Damn it! It's not moving.
Wait! Are you gonna give up? Just like that?
Yup. Peace. Just fucking leave Clover
Yes,
behind.
then there's gotta be a way to open it.
Just
Junpei
what I
nodded.
was thinking. Now all we gotta do is find it. Lotus and I can look around out here. Clover, you're gonna have to see if you can...
Oh, yes, I'm on it.
I wonder if that's actually a mistranslation, Dan. Because it should be lifting, not pulling. You're right. And now we are in the puzzle room. The laboratory itself has availed itself to us. And we can't go down there to examine the body. But we can look over things. I don't know what kind of table this is, but it's all black. There's a pin lying over there. I think somebody probably used it to make the table black. Huh. So we can erase the pen. I actually just looked that up the other day. The way to erase Sharpie is with rubbing alcohol. Motherfucker. And what do I find but rubbing alcohol indeed? So we turn back to the window. And wait a minute. There we go. Oh, I gotta hand it to Clover through the bars. Clover! Use the ethanol to wipe off the permanent marker. Yeah, just use your sleeve. Aww. I gotta find something to... Whatever. Okay, she's got the cloth, but seems to be having a little trouble with a bottle of ethanol. When she's ready, I should ask her to get to work on that stuff on the table. And scrubbing away, she finds a weird drawing. Maybe I should ask her to take another look at the table. Okay, click it again, and what the fuck is it? A bunch of numbers on some kind of grid. Huh. Okay, take a pen and notebook paper, Clover. Please write that down. Pass it to me, and I'm gonna write it down. On not these pieces of notebook paper. Not on these note cards. Those are full. There we are. Brand new note card. Ready to take more notes. Could you write these numbers down and hand them to me through the bars? I imagine now that we'll actually end up getting just the piece of paper that she's writing down, won't we? So, like, I don't know what the fuck the point is of me writing them down. Paper with numbers on it acquired. New material added to the file screen. Then let's check the file screen. Clover's note has what it looks like a tic-tac-toe or almost Sudoku type thing. The note Clover copied in the stand of the laboratory. It has 4 numbers written in 9 cells. Easy enough. Okay, let's see if we can make the numbers helpful somehow. Wait, if it is in the file, I probably should go ahead and write it down, shouldn't I? 1, 4, 2, 3. Oh, son of a bitch. I know what to do. So, if you notice, these locked cabinets are actually in a 9-cell configuration. So, they're locked at the moment. Can I... No, I can't do that there. Damn, I was really hoping that I would be able to kind of do the combination there, but unfortunately not. Okay, this is a keyhole, and it activates a thing. All right. The monitor is supposed to power the thing on the other machine, on the other room, other side of the room. It's not working right now. The one on top is a power cable, and the power cable, bingo! It's 3-prong power cable. Weird. Bunch of stuff on here like resistance value and voltage. What else you got in here, babe? Creepy mannequin. It's a rack. Bunch of cables on it. Somebody cut the outer stuff off the cables. I can see the wires inside. Neat. What about this guy? Looks like a voltmeter. No, no power in here. Turn the dial a whole bunch. If you turn on the switches, nothing happens. There's something sticking out of the mannequin's head like wires or something. They were doing experiments on humans, probably. Oh, and now she's remembering something. Oh, man. And now she's like remembering shit and... So wait, can you like... Damn it. Is there anything else that you can give me? Because I've got this 3-prong power cable here. That's not gonna work. The hands of the clock had stopped moving, so unfortunately we don't know what the current time is right now. What about this computer? Oh, well, cable has 3 prongs, but the socket only has 2 holes. Okay, so unfortunately, this plug isn't gonna work. Shit. Did I have to actually get that before it'll let me do something? It's got a bunch of electrodes sticking out of its head. What about you? The rack, some tables with copper wire. Anything unusual? A bunch of cords hanging from the bottom of it. Oh boy, lots of cords. They all go into the mannequin's head, so the device and the mannequin are connected. Back when this laboratory was active, that wasn't a mannequin in there, I bet. There was a real-life human on the table. I wonder what? Oh boy, I don't want to think about it. So what about you? Does the plug have 3 prongs or 2? Oh. Huh. Well, there's our two-prong plug. Well, maybe more like a connector. It's the sort of thing that makes the plug with the 3 metal thingies into a plug with 2 metal thingies. Oh, totally not useless. That's absolutely, yep, little converter is gonna work just great. Okay, so we'll go back over to the bars. She's gonna scare me at the bars one of these times, isn't she? We get the 2-prong plug from her. Let's go ahead and combine that with the cable. And we got a 2-prong power cable. Dope. Which means we should be ready to plug it straight into this computer. Under the desk we go, we plug it into the monitor and... Oh no, it's Lotus's ugly face. Why not? Well, it's not connected to the main computer. Okay, click, click. It worked.
Oh, that worked.
Surprised me too, Junpei. Back. With a soft hum, the computer turned on. Updating RSF file, make directory, make underscore BC, 2.27.3 seconds, start.
What?
He had hoped it would turn on, but he hadn't expected code.
It certainly looks like...
Isn't that kind of...
What?
Well, it's not connected to the main computer. There's just this keyboard and monitor. The only cable connected to this thing is the power cable we just plugged in. So, why is it work?
Maybe it's a wireless display.
That's not a thing.
A wireless display?
Yes.
That's not a real
It connects to
thing.
your computer wirelessly. Hence the name.
Not
Have
a
you
real
been
thing,
living
Lotus.
in a cave, Junpei?
He most
Is
certainly
that
had not, but...
normal?
Yes, at least where I worked.
Oh.
Oh, it stopped.
Well, I guess it can be a
Pass
real
with a
thing.
colon.
But definitely not on this ship.
Looks like we need to enter a password.
Again? There must be a hint around here somewhere.
Could you go take a look?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
I
on.
know it is. I know it is, Dad. You can also do it on sets and stuff,
What are
too.
you going to do?
They don't work
I'll see
worth
if I
a
can do
damn,
something
but
about this on my
yeah,
own.
they exist.
On your own.
Yep, on my own.
Wireless transceivers that plug into the side of the camera and then plug into the little monitor that you see a director holding with 2 handles on it. It looks like a switch. Yeah.
Lotus?
Lotus pulled over the nearest chair and dropped herself onto it, in front of the keyboard. For a second, she just stared at the screen. She needed her hands knuckle popping, twisting her back left, then right.
All right.
Holy hell, that's a good
Let's
angle.
kick some ass.
And then started hacking away. She smiled herself, rubbed her hands together in anticipation, and... Whoa, her hands are working quick. And Junpei is not staring at her hands. I know,
what?
they move quickly, don't they? Junpei was for once
Didn't
at a
expect
loss
that,
for
did you?
words.
Of course I didn't. You're typing so fast. I can't even see your fingers. What kind of job do you have?
I'm unemployed at the moment. I used to work for a cybersecurity firm, but I quit.
Why?
Uh-huh. Also, those are not real human proportions. I just want to go ahead and throw that out there. Not real human proportions. So, like, you ain't got nothing worried about.
Huh? Oh.
She stopped typing for a moment,
I see.
then her face fell. This was not an avenue of questioning to be pursued, Junpei realized, and quickly shut his fucking mouth. For once. Lotus' fingers began to move again, and in a few seconds she was back up to regular speed. As she typed, more and more letters and symbols that meant nothing to Junpei began to pour across the
What are
screen.
you doing now?
I'm going to try and brute force it.
Brute what?
A brute force attack is... Well, the short version is that I just attack the thing head on. The long version?
Don't want it. Without looking up or slowing
A
down,
brute
she began to
force attack
explain.
is one of the simplest ways to break a cipher. It checks every possible combination until it finds the right one. For a complex cipher, it can take a very long time. I'm writing
Can
a
I
program that will run an attack like
just
that on
try
its
my
own.
hand at figuring
It's
out
one
the
of the most
puzzle
elegant
first?
solutions, but
And then
given
you can run your
circumstances, there
stupid
isn't much
computer
else I can
program.
do.
Oh my god! I need to go to bed soon. But given the circumstances, there isn't much else I can do. Even as she talked, her fingers never slowed or missed a damn key. Junpei couldn't help but feel a
No,
little
but back
awed
to what we were talking about earlier.
at her amazing skills.
What were we talking about?
The wireless display.
I feel like she would be perfect at streaming here.
It's kind of strange if you think about it, isn't it? Well, let's say you write a program that calculates an addition problem for you, all right? So you enter 1 + 1.
Right.
The screen will show you 2. See? Isn't that strange?
No.
Oh, come on now. Of course a caveman like you... You're just not getting it. Who calculated 1 + 1?
The computer.
The main computer, right? You said it connected...
Yeah, but someone who grew up in a cave wouldn't know that, right? They'd probably think that this thing here, the monitor, is doing the calculating. And once they've decided that, they'll start examining this monitor. They might poke the screen or something.
Ooh.
Ah, I see the color
Quest for
changes while
fire.
pressing. Then they might investigate the hardware on the inside.
Hey, Flat Nasty. Welcome.
Oh, I see. So this wire supplies the power. Eventually, they might even cut the wires. Ah, yes. Just as I expected. When this wire is cut, no results appear. Therefore, it must be this device.
Oh.
But the truth is that, just like you said, but these cave people, because they have no idea that the monitor and the computer...
Lotus continued to type.
So,
Junpei scratched his
what do you-
head.
Nothing.
And
It's just...
what the fuck are we getting
What
at?
if the relationship between human beings and our brains is like that?
What?
Huh?
Well, let's say you stick a bunch of electrodes into parts of the brain. A scientist examining the signals they send out might say...
I forgot. It was Lotus that gave us our first hippy-dippy mumbo-jumbo last time, too, talking about the
Interesting.
picture of the doggy.
So stimulating this part of the brain causes the person to see colors. That must mean this neuron cluster controls that function. Okay, let's see what happens when I cut out this part. Ah, just what I thought. Cutting off this part causes that function to cease. Therefore, human thought processes must occur in the human brain. See? Doesn't it sound the same? Maybe the brain is just an output device. Like this monitor. Maybe our thought processes actually occur somewhere else. In a main body. We just don't know it. We never even think about it.
And if they all
Just
took
like
place
those
in the
cave
main
people
body, it
wouldn't
would
know
make
about
sense as to
wireless
why we would all be
can't
connected
imagine that there's some
wirelessly
unknown medium
back to
that
this
transfers
main
information into our
computer
brains.
that does all of our thinking for us. Junpei didn't say anything. Not so much because he had no retort. No, her argument just seemed silly. And he was a little surprised to be hearing something like that from the likes of her.
The brain is just an output device.
That's just...
Did Lotus really think that, he wondered? It was a little creepy, Junpei thought. It sounded like too much of a bizarre, crazy cultist religion.
Maybe that's the cause of Seven's amnesia.
Obvious to Junpei's increasing discomfort, Lotus
If
continued.
memory is actually stored somewhere else, in some sort of main body.
I know, Flap. It's getting a
just
little
having a
annoying.
difficult time accessing his memories because the monitor, his brain, has been damaged.
Huh.
I suppose that would explain aphasia and blind sight too. Perhaps they actually can speak or see. The monitor just isn't functioning properly.
Huh.
I guess
Interesting.
people with prosopagnosia could be suffering from the same thing.
Wait a minute. What?
He knew what aphasia was from watching medical dramas, and blind sight was easy enough to guess. But he had never heard of the word prosopagnosia.
You've never heard of prosopagnosia?
That too. Lotus spun around a chair to look at him. Junpei
Oh,
shrugged,
what
shook
is
his
it?
head,
Well,
and said, "No, what the fuck is it?"
It means it can. In other
Oh
words,
right,
so they
yeah,
can't-
where
that means
you
that
can't
usually-
distinguish
does that-
faces.
No.
I knew I had heard of it, I just couldn't
The
remember.
works with them would learn to identify different monkeys eventually, but you or I couldn't unless one had a scar or something else to set it apart. Well, that's how people would be to someone with prosopagnosia.
Prosopagnosia. Huh. I didn't even know that kind of thing existed. And,
Basically trying to
the idea
discern
that
which
you're-
monkeys
Are you
were which
serious?
unless you
Not
knew
really.
them.
What about the other?
Well, I guess I was just adulting.
Not...
Lotus's smile had something rather masochistic
It's nothing
to
more
it.
than a story I made up out of boredom. Don't take it seriously. It was the first thing that came to mind, and I just talked about it to kill time. But looks like I don't need to talk anymore.
Thank fuck.
Why?
I don't have to
Because she's
kill
done
time.
typing, idiot. As she spoke, Lotus raised her right arm high and brought it down on the enter
Oh,
key.
then you finished that brute whatever thing?
I certainly did. And let's see what we got.
Chunks of text flickered on and off in quick succession. Then a line of numbers appeared, blinked, and disappeared. Then the screen cleared, and all that was left was the word Accepted.
Piece of cake.
Ta-da! We brute force hacked our way into the computer, and aha! There's our 9 squares, arranged
The
in a
screen
3
changed
by
again.
3 square.
No idea.
Beautiful.
It's like a puzzle.
If only we knew what to click here. Suddenly, Lotus stood up.
Aren't you
Load.
gonna...
No, I can't do anymore. It won't. See? The keyboard.
Yeah, keyboard's done.
Nothing.
Keyboard's
So,
done now.
There's nothing more. Well,
So
I
give me
guess
the
I'll
mouse.
leave this.
We can do this.
Let me
This is
just- I did my
Minesweeper.
part.
Totally got this. I'm gonna flag them all. She certainly had done her part. In fact, without Lotus, they probably would have run completely aground. Shouldn't rely on other people so much, Junpei thought to
I
himself.
guess you're right. Thanks, Lotus.
No problem. Make
Now, I better take care of this myself. No more relying on anyone else.
I hate him. Junpei crossed his arms and stared at the puzzle shown on the screen. So, I'm pretty sure that I should just be able to follow this pattern, right? The one that I wrote down? It would be 1, 2, 3, motherfucker. 4. The key lock has been opened. Ta-da! And hearing a noise, what did we just unlock? I'm going to guess it's the second row of lockers. Awesome. What do we got? Ooh. The Earth key, and it looks like maybe the key to the other computer. Activation key. Parentheses, underscore, parentheses, calm. Okay. It was just at that moment he heard a voice behind him. It was Clover.
Hey, Jumpy.
What? He put the puzzle aside for a moment and walked over to Clover, who was still stuck behind the doors. Sup, girl?
I wanted to ask you something.
What? I'm solving a puzzle here.
Junpei, you went into door 5 with my brother, right?
Yeah.
Did you hear him say, like, anything weird?
Yeah. Why is she asking me these questions? The more he thought about it, however, the more it made sense. Snake had been gone for a long time. Clover was quite attracted to her brother. Attached, excuse me, not attracted. Read that wrong. This is what happens, ladies and gentlemen. This is what happens when I get very tired. I'm not kidding when I tell you I actually am dyslexic. And I really do mix words around. This is what happens when I get so tired I can't read anymore. Words get flopped. Letters get switched, rearranged. Oh, yeah. Nice, Juno. Love it. Or, I guess, technically a Targaryen, too? Like... Spoilers, you know. Spoilers for the end of the last season. Targaryen too. Anyway, Clover was quite attached to her brother. Of course she would have been worried about him.
Let me think.
He thought back to when he had gone through door 5, hoping he might remember something, even a small hint of what would help her. However, nothing
Sorry, Clover.
immediately
I
sprung
can't
to
really think
mind.
of anything. I mean, he did mention that his hearing exceeds that of...
Oh yeah, that's
Okay.
normal shit for him. She's like, don't worry about it. He says that all the time.
Hey, wait
Said
a
I
minute.
couldn't take him in a fight, threatened me, said, you know, if he wanted to give it a try, whatever.
Look, I don't know if I should.
And I bashed
if
him in
you
the
don't
back of the
mind.
head.
I was hoping you could... Is Snake, I mean, was he born...
That's not important,
talking
don't
about
you
his-
think?
Yeah.
No, he wasn't born. When he was a kid, he got in an accident. A really bad car accident.
Question. How old is Snake? And when was the accident when he was a kid? Was it 10 years ago? Was it the experiment?
He couldn't see after that. And his arm.
His arm?
I didn't notice anything
Yeah.
wrong with his arm.
My brother's left arm is, it's not like a normal person's arm. It's fake. It's not a real arm.
Wait. And the left arm is the one they have the bracelet on. It's the one that we've been watching them put their hands up to every
The
time.
accident hurt him really bad. To save him.
Which is
they
why his hand looked
had to cut off his arm.
different.
Oh.
I thought it was just because he was pale. It turns out it's because he's got a fake hand. Arm. Whatever. Huh.
Is that all you wanted to ask?
Talking about her brother had clearly taken a great deal out of Clover. Junpei
Look,
nodded.
I'm sorry for making you talk about all that painful stuff.
It's not that.
Huh. Clover only shook her head and walked off down the stairs. Still very clearly worried about her brother. Okay, so now that we got that last key here, we should be able to come here, put it in the keyhole, and turn the machine on. Yay, full of letters. Yay. Emergency system will activate in the event of abnormal subject behavior. Okie dokie. The music's beginning to pick up. Curiously, so I'm wondering what else we have to do here. The mannequin looks so sad. I gotta admit, I feel sorry. Junpei. Oh, look, the machine's on now. Nice, because we turned on main power. So playing with it a little bit, turns the dials, whirs the knobs. Nothing's happening. Shit. Okay, looking around the room again, we find a rack. We find the scribblings from the table. The mannequin is called Science Boy. And this is the monitor. A whole bunch of cables. Increase the voltage. No, we didn't say max. Ah, shit. Looks like max voltage worked. Oh, and of course, wait. Not only did it turn off the lights, it set fire to the mannequin's head, and the fire alarm went off. The emergency system has been activated, and we gots to go. We gots to go, Junior. We gots to go. But the gate's still shut. That's not good. That's not good at all. Should we leave, Clover? Wait. Emergency system. Screen's all red. Malfunction detected. Experiment discontinued. Emergency system has been activated. Turn it off. Nope, already activated. Turn it on. Nope, doesn't do anything. Shit. Clover's still in trouble. We have to save her, like, now, Scoob. How? Got it. Control device for the electronic door. It's on, so we can run in there, opening the door, disabling the lock, and saving Clover inside. Nice. And we're just gonna leave the fire raging in the middle of this laboratory. Ah! And we're gonna argue as we get the fuck out of here. You know, that's a good point. That's a really good point, actually. So, question. Does the pulse tracking come from, like, a sensor on the bomb inside of you? Or does it come from the watch? Well, it means somehow his watch is still able to work because he's still able to get through at least the first 2 doors before he gets axed. So, I don't know. That's a really good question. That's a really wonderful observation, Queen. Junpei, Clover, and Lotus leapt out of the laboratory, slamming the door shut behind them.
Thank God.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah.
All 3 collapsed against the wall, breathing heavily. He inhaled gulps of clean air, and with each one, he could feel his body begin to calm down. God, that was a harrowing fire. They all nodded to each other and started off down the hallway with the Earth key in tow. Excellent. Before long, they had found a few new doors, but all of them were locked.
Damn, none of these. How about
And I guess they're just gonna have to go back, right?
Let's hope this is
Final one of the hallway. Ooh. Dan, we actually physically saw the 9 watch in that 5 room. The first 5 room. Next to the dead body. And it was left there when last we saw it. So, as far as we know, it's still in that room. It was neither Clover nor Lotus, but he did recognize it. There was no doubt the voice belonged to June. She's alive. Hooray! June is alive.
June? Santa! 7!
They didn't kill her.
Hey, what are you guys doing here?
And they were running away from something.
Hey guys, could you come take a look at this?
Clover is standing at the end of the small hallway that branched off to the right. The rest of them ran over to her, curious as what she had found. And more mappage on the wall.
interior?
Awesome. This is actually where we were. The medical room here.
It says C deck.
So it's the map for this floor then?
Wait a minute. You know, Dan? You know who made sure that they could go back into the way back to that 9 watch? 7. 7 put a glass pane in that room with the piano. And when he did that, it let him be able to get back into room 5 if he so desired. Probably. Maybe. He might have to break through 1 or 2 other locked doors, but he might have... I don't know. I don't think he latched those. Maybe. 7 is the only one that's been kind of making sure he has back access to where we've already been. So it
Door
wouldn't
8.
surprise
Yep,
me
they
if
both eventually
it was
end
in
up at
fact
this
him.
hallway.
Was that other path the kitchen? Let me check the flow here. Okay, so yeah, we're actually progressing straight down the middle here. Is this the kitchen? No, it's the operating room. Really? Huh. We both had operating rooms at the same time. Really? I could have swore that the operating room came later. Maybe not. I'll be buggered. Oh, wow. We are a little bit closer than I thought. See, there's the chart room, which is the next to the captain's quarters. Huh. Who knows? Ace and 7 could be working together. 7 could grab the bracelet, give it to Ace, and then he could do whatever the heck he wanted with it. Because remember, we split up to check a whole lot of rooms before we came back and decided what doors we were actually going to go into. So that could have given 7 plenty of time to go back up into room 5 and get number 9 if he could. Or at least check.
Yeah, isn't that what I said? We aren't going to be split up permanently till we find door 9. We might
Correct.
get separated for a little while, but we'll see each other. Otherwise, we won't.
We
be-
have
that's
to,
how the
otherwise we
notary
won't be able to
did-
open door 9. Jumpy looked at the map of
Wait
the
a
ship's
sec.
interior again, and this all leads back to the hospital
yeah.
room. Well, as one, they move back towards the door that Jumpy had only
almost forgot.
a moment ago
We should
been ready
keep
to
this.
open. And we keep the map of the ship's interior. 6 of them stood in front of the door, arrayed in a semicircle. Santa stepped forward and opened the goddamn door to the goddamn hospital room. Junpei
knew it.
is 5, if I'm not mistaken.
We're back. In the hospital room.
Yeah. Because I remember waking up in his particular hotel
see.
room with a large
believe I
number
understand
5
what you're
written
saying.
on the dough.
The 6
And
of
now
you
we get to
split
catch
into
Ace
2
up on
teams
everything that's
and
happening
went
here.
through
Now,
doors
wait a
7
goddamn minute. What if Ace knew that 7 had set up the glass here, injected himself, and then went back and got the 9 bracelet right the fuck here. He wouldn't necessarily have any way of knowing how long it would have taken us to make it through those other set of challenges. But it can't have been longer than the 3 minutes it would have taken him to run all the way to that room and back, assuming he could make it through. Anyway.
You solved the puzzles in the operating room and the laboratory, and then met one another in the hallway after opening your respective locked doors.
Correct. That is correct. And now we get to go down here to choose the 1, 6, and 2 doors as we make it through. And I have a feeling that that's where things are going to get interesting, because we're going to start to be able to make our way down to an actual ending here. Once we make our next choice, we're going to be locked in to where we're going. And I kind of want to get this guy and go on over to this side and grab this ending. So I'm wondering what you are, because you are the 1 door. So I kind of want to pick whichever one this one is, and I'm not 100% sure of which one that one is. But maybe we'll find out as we go through, because there is only one ending down this course. True. Very true, Dan. Very, very true. And according to our timeline, Snake Eyes dies during the time when everybody is going to actually search this floor for the first time. So he would have already been dead by the time Ace anesthetized himself. We can go ahead and save here. And I think this is a pretty good opportunity for us to go ahead and take a short break here. I'm going to go and get some more sweet tea, and we're going to go for probably another hour or so. At least get this ending that we're working on right now. And then, I don't know, maybe grab this guy too. Because it's not like we're that far away. Now that I think about it, it's probably going to take us about another hour to get all the way to this ending. So I think we'll go ahead and get this ending tonight. And then the next time we play, we'll go down this path and grab all this crap here. And then we will be able to grab the real ending to this game. You're right about that, Queen. Unfortunately, no one has actually found Snake's body as of yet. We only know that he is currently dead. Well, currently not here. Again, nobody's confirmed the body. No body, no kill. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back in just a couple minutes. Don't you dare go anywhere. You're watching this on twitch.tv/numbers. My name is Tim Leftwich. We will be right back. Bye. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Let's pick up exactly where well, not exactly where we left off. A little bit further than when we left off. Here at our next decision. We have set ourselves up at a vote, for those who didn't catch this the last time, and we actually get to vote where we're going to go next. We are in full control of this vote because everybody has put in their papers and we get to choose which paper we're going to throw into the ring. This time, I'm going to pick door number 6. Junpei flipped open the piece of paper. It read Junpei, door 6. Of course it did. He had written it after all. June spoke barely above a whisper, but they all knew what she had said.
Teams will be able to go through the doors they want.
I totally forgot to unmute the game. That might help.
Clover and I chose door 1.
Lotus and I chose door 2.
Yep,
That's
so
not
somebody's going to have to split up.
a numbered door, however.
Yep.
The digital routes don't match up either.
We've got similar problems. Junpei, and I want to go through door 6.
Oh, I totally forgot about that requirement. 2 people can't go through the door. It's got to be at least groups of 3.
But our digital route is 5. If we're gonna open that door, we need a 1.
So Ace is going to have to
what
go
are we gonna
with
do
him.
now?
What are we going to do?
Junpei crossed his arms, did his best to put his thoughts in order. The others followed suit, but with little result. Seems none of them are good at math. Eventually, Clover broke the silence.
Why don't 7 and Lotus go through door 1 with me?
Yes, indeed. Her face was cold and flat, as was her voice, but her logic was sound. 7 and Lotus looked at each other, very creeped out. And their roots equal 1. The first problem resolved, Ace spoke up.
What about me?
Isn't that obvious?
Ace can go along with the other
Wasn't one of
group
the teams
and,
just complaining
well,
that they didn't have a 1?
You mean
bingo.
I should join Santa's team?
Yes.
Yes, glad you could finally join the rest of us. Her attitude and posture could not have been more different than the energetic girl of only a few hours before. No one seemed to really contradict her. Her response was understandable given the horrible situation in which she had found herself, but even so...
I understand. I'll go through door 6 then. If we do as Clover has suggested, we can all pass through a numbered door and no one will be left behind.
So by this
seems
point,
to be the most
we have in
reasonable
fact
solution.
discovered her brother's body. And she
7,
knows that
Lotus.
something is afoul.
What do you guys think?
I don't have a problem with it.
Me either.
All right then, we're good to go.
See you
Cool.
later.
Door choice is made.
Wait, Clover! Don't move on your own!
Clover just says,
Oh,
fuck
I'll be
it,
going too then.
Yeah.
and runs the hell out of here.
We should get going as well.
Our door awaits. Door number 6. All the way at the bottom of the ship. As they go to door number 1. All the way at the top side of the ship. They're heading up to the captain's quarters, where we found the 9 bracelet last time. Which means she could find it again.
This is E-Deck.
There
and
should be
the
a door
axe,
at the end of the hall.
And have that same idea as last time. There should be a door at the end of the hall.
All right,
Once we
let's
get down
go.
there. And 6. All the French the way down here. Before long, they arrived in front of door 6.
Here it is. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Then let's get to it.
Beep. 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 That's 4 beeps. And 4 people able to get inside the room. Excellent. So we haven't actually been on the other side of this yet, to the boiler room. I wonder what lies beyond. All at once, the 4 of them leapt through it. Bleep.
Hey, I found it. It's right there.
Nice. Easily, the dead was located right by the door, and this one had been placed quite close. Well, exactly what I just said. They gathered around it quickly, placed their hands, biddy, 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 and pull the lever. Safe once again. Gah! Yeah! Yeah!
Wow, it stopped.
Yes, it stopped.
Did it stop? God damn it, I was hoping the other 2 would say it too. The countdown had ceased, but Junpei's heart was still pounding in his chest like a frantic, thunderous drum. It felt as though it might shake itself up and out of his throat.
I don't believe I'll ever get used to that.
I'm not sure it's something I'd want to get used to. We should finish this game before imminent death becomes a normal thing.
You know, that would be
You got
rather
that
nice.
Right.
I would love to
Once
go ahead
I'm
and
out of
finish this
this
game.
hellhole, I'm taking a nice long vacation.
You're not making it.
I
Sorry,
agree.
buddy. If you might as well have just said you're 24 hours away from retirement. You're fucked. With that, the doom and gloom from before was done, and the mood was
All right,
turned somewhat lighter.
let's go.
With that attempt at good humor, Junpei took a deep breath and began to walk towards through door number 6. Here we go. He jogged down the stairs at the end of the hallway and found himself staring at a large
This
door.
door looks heavy.
Yeah, it's super
not
heavy. It's got a
locked.
key.
I'm opening
Oh,
it.
Well, it's not locked. Okay, it's got a key, not locked. Took a hold of the bar that served as the doorknob, shoved it, and opened it to... The room beyond stopped him in his tracks. Whoa. The engine room? None of the accents of wood or tile he'd seen in the rest of the ship. This room was purely functional, but utterly
Whoa,
tremendous.
What the hell is this?
Santa got out a few words before they all stole the rest of them. The rest was too stunned to offer anything more than
This
gasps.
has to be the biggest room so far. The ceiling is pretty high, too.
It almost looks like the stairs
be
are MC
2
ushering
stories,
up
maybe
in
even
this
more.
area. I know they're not. Like, they're definitely going the right way, but they almost look like they aren't.
This space could be utilizing the entire length of the ship.
What's that huge Kamaboko-looking building in the middle?
No, what? June pointed to the massive building in the center.
Kamaboko? Well, I guess that's as good of a description of it as any.
Fuck is Kamaboko? I guess I gotta look up Kamaboko now. Kamaboko. Kamaboko is a type of cured surimi. Oh, I see. So it's sort of a long half-cylinder building. This curved shape here. Junpei and the others were standing on scaffolding that crisscrossed the entire area. The proper term was catwalk, Junpei thought, although
I
that
see
didn't seem
stairs,
particularly
so we
important
may
at the
as
time.
well head over to them.
Yeah, but this section's barely wide enough to fit one person.
You're right.
Nearby was a long iron staircase that made its way, eventually, to the floor beneath them.
Whoa, you can't even tell the shape when you're this close.
Let's check out the other side, too.
Okay. They moved around towards the opposite side of the massive building, following the catwalk. They hadn't said much as they walked, but they approached the building. Ace suddenly
This
spoke
looks to
up.
be the steam engine room.
Ah, yes,
The
it is
steam
the
engine
engine room.
room?
Excellent.
Yes, that thing that looks like a cross-section of a mushroom is the boiler. Do you see the 3 round doors near the bottom? Coal is put into those and burned, which heats the water, producing the same thing that drives
Neat.
a steam engine. This
Okay,
I
so
see.
we actually have
Doesn't
found the
appear
engine
to
room to
be.
the ship. I wonder... Yeah, no, it's not
All
running
right,
at all.
let's-
So maybe we can get the engines running and move the ship?
what's
June,
wrong?
that's...
Are you all right?
June, you're not looking so great, dear. That's right, she was sick earlier on. This happened once
Jumpy.
before. It was then that he noticed.
Oh, you're really warm. Is your fever
She's
coming
getting
back?
super
Yes.
sick.
Yes, it probably is, but I'm fine. Please, don't worry about me. I just need to
I don't
rest.
think I'm gonna worry about you. I think I'm definitely gonna worry about you for a while. Her voice was weak and forced, and it said a great deal more than her words did.
Here, sit down. Careful.
Junpei carried her to the nearest wall and propped her up against it. She let her head fall back against the wall as if she no longer had the strength to support it, and drew a ragged breath.
You.
Her eyes were empty, as if she was having trouble focusing them, and even speaking seemed difficult for her. Junpei felt his hand ball itself into a fist and clenched tight, his knuckles whitening. He had to find a way out, and quickly! He turned and looked at Ace and Santa in
Ace,
turn,
Santa.
and it's time for another escape room, right?
Right.
Right? Right. They may not have shared his depth of emotion, but they certainly
All right,
shared his concern.
Let's get started. Hang in there, June. I'm gonna get you out of here real soon.
Right. She managed a small nod before leaning back to rest her head against the wall once more. And we have a puzzle room. Interesting. This is actually a pretty big one here. And it seems like it has multiple floors, too, as of first. Okay. We got a massive conveyor belt here. It moves coal from place to place. Push from over there. Belt carries it through the tunnel, and it's good to go. The tunnel goes all the way across the ship. There's a hatch here. And with a button. Okay, we press the button, and it does jack shit. Great. Couple square holes with 3 slots where we're gonna plug something in. Okay, cool, not a problem. We got a description. Let's check inside of here. Ooh, big giant bronze gear with little gears to help things run, and a small door in the side of the tunnel that's welded shut. Okay, what about that one? That's a silver gear. They were thinking about stealing that silver too, to sell it on the market. And we've got a gold one. So gold, bronze, and silver. Interesting that. A weighted pair of wooden boxes with nothing in them. Looks like might be able to pulley and lever. Bags of sand and counterweights. Can I maybe put one into the other? I mean, it won't go very far, but wouldn't that be nice? Huh. It unlocks the door to the left here, but the weird indentation looks like it's bronze, silver, and gold. Okay. So let's go back here. And looking through this way, we see that this thing is huge. And stairs up to the catwalk. Okie dokie. Ah, there we go. We can go upstairs, and what are you? A couple of switches. 3 sliders on the left, but this one is up. I suppose that's something rather specific to do. We move the slider down, and it does nothing. Great. Okay, cool. Then we will do something somewhere else, and something will happen. Okie dokie. This room is labeled A. It's It's one of the doors to the furnace. And let's give it a shot. And it's totally pitch fucking black. Alright, fine. What? Wait. What? Wait. What? How? What? How? Oh, does it just go straight through? It doesn't actually... Oh, okay. I gotcha. Okay, I guess we'll stay back here for a second. Just kind of take a look around. See what we see. A whole bunch of boxes in there. Interesting. Huh. A hand-operated winch. Where am I now? Outside of C. And that's all I can do. I can go through C and I can come back here for the winch. Okay. Easy enough. Wait. Oh! Here's another winch. We spin the wheel and... Oh, the wheel just broke right off. Cool, perfect. Well, that means we can probably use it over on the other one, huh? That was easy. Can I get through A from here? No, I can't. Shit. Alright, so we'll get back through B, come all the way over here, go back through C, and back here. Beautiful. I got the wheel, fit it into the slot, and turn, turn, turn. That little wheel, that little wheel. And the wooden box under the catwalk. Apparently it's got some device in it. What happened? This wheel only turns to the left. It only turns to the left. Oh no, that means we can only let the rope down. So we're gonna go back downstairs. All right. Cool. Did that.
I believe the box has reached the floor.
Yeah. He stuck his head on the side of the catwalk and looked down. The box that had only recently hung just below the catwalk now sat on the floor. It had come to rest near the end of the tunnel that covered the conveyor belt. Okie dokie, but even from so far away, it was not difficult to see she had not improved. He almost thought he could see heat rising from her body.
Doesn't seem to...
Yeah, no shit, Ace. Ace's expression was inscrutable, but he had said what they had all been thinking.
She's not gonna just get better right away, you know? It'll take time.
He tried desperately to convince himself that what he said was true.
Illness, perhaps?
It's a very sudden onset illness, if that be the case.
It's gotta be exhaustion.
Santa's response was confident and certain.
She gets dropped into some weird-ass ship, forced to play some messed-up game. If you think about it, it's a lot weirder that we aren't freaking out just like her, you know?
So
He
you're
makes a
saying
good point.
we're abnormal?
Very.
Yeah, we're just
But that's
running
beside
around
the
this
point
room,
here.
solving all these puzzles. How the hell could you call? We're just guinea pigs.
Santa snorted in disgust.
You mean like a lab rat? You mean we're being
No,
used for some
like
sort
the
of
kind you put up your butt. Yes, moron.
Is that what you're saying?
Wait. The experiment 9 years ago that caused Snake to lose his arm. You don't suppose it was another one of these nonary games, do you?
Dunno. But it does seem like a possibility, you know?
And his eyesight. They stood there for a few more minutes, no one speaking, until Santa turned. Queen, that's what she said. We also know that she's a crazy axe murderer. So do you believe her? Because I don't. Not anymore. Junpei and Ace followed him. That word,
You know,
experiment,
speaking of experiments,
has only been used a couple of times in this game. They don't just throw around their words willy-nilly around here. Sure, absolutely sure. Like, I'm connecting some dots that may not exist, but you never know. Santa suddenly stopped.
There was this experiment some scientists did with rats.
Uh-huh.
First, they took a squarish C-shaped tank and filled it with enough water that the rats could drown in it. The tank has 2 exits. Just to make it easy, we'll call one A and the other B. Exit A is pitch black, so dark even a rat can't see anything. But exit B is electrified, which means the rat can't leave through it. So, what would a rat do if it was put in this situation? Which exit would the rat choose?
I mean, it would try and choose B and then get shocked and probably
B,
drown.
Of course. The rat has no way of knowing that exit B is electrified.
Exactly. The rat goes to exit B. Of course, like I said, it's electrified, which means the rat can't get out that way. So, after a lot of trial and error, the rat finally finds exit A.
I can't say that's very interesting or relevant. It's simply the story of a laboratory experiment.
You're right. It isn't very interesting. Yet.
Okay.
See, these scientists repeated this experiment over and over, using hundreds of different rats over several generations.
And then eventually the
produced some
rats just
surprising
learned
results.
to go to A.
With each generation, the rats took less time to find the correct exit. Eventually, a rat was put in the tank who instantly chose exit A without even attempting to go to exit B.
And this is talking about the concept of
But that
generational
wasn't
learning.
the most impressive part. The same experiment was conducted in another laboratory, far from the original one, with the same results. No,
Bingo.
on second thought, the results weren't. The rats in this second experiment began the trials with significantly faster times than the first rats in the initial. These rats weren't related to the others.
And societal
never
learning.
even come
This
in
is where
contact
both
with
of these
it. They all
concepts come
easily
back
found
into
their
play
way to
here.
exit A as though they already knew. What did it mean?
Are you suggesting something like telepathy? They were passing information to one another through some undetectable medium?
Almost as if they were connected back to some sort of mother computer.
How the hell would I know? I'm not any kind of scientist. I don't know what made him do that, but I do know that story's true. And if you've got another explanation, I'd sure love to hear it. Come on, let's get going. There's still a lot here we haven't checked out. And we gotta get the hell out of here before June passes out.
Yeah. Without waiting for a response, he turned around and started walking. Junpei, however, wasn't quite ready to leave
wait.
the topic alone.
There's something I want to ask.
God damn it, Junpei!
What?
Santa stopped.
Why did they
Turned
use
around.
that tank for the experiment?
That tank?
Huh?
What tank?
Well, I mean, it seems like you could conduct the same experiment without the water.
Oh.
They could have just used a dry box, you know? If they needed to motivate the rats to escape, they could have, put some bait by exit B or something. I mean,
Well,
do
you
they really
kind
have
of got to
make it
put
so
him
the
in
rats-
mortal danger. That's
You know, the word emergency
learning
comes
thing.
from the same root as the word emerge. You ever think about that?
Huh?
Well, an emergency is something urgent, often something dangerous. And to emerge means to sort of come out, or appear, or rise out of something else. So what's going to emerge in an emergency? Inspiration.
Inspiration?
Yeah. Think about it. When the chips are down, either you crack or your mind focuses and pulls up what you need.
So in an emergency, your real potential emerges. Is that what you're saying?
now I'm kind of thinking back to all the conversations that we had with him to see if that colors any of them in any way.
Yeah. That's why the rats had to drown. They had to be in danger. There had to be an emergency for inspiration to emerge.
Oh.
Junpei suddenly felt cold. The back of his head was aching, and his stomach felt strange. And we proceed on, back downstairs to where we just dropped that box down on us. Wait a minute. I need to go through A, and then that should let us get out, right? Bingo. 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 You. I don't think it was you. You. The control panel. Aha! The control panel for something that's got the same 3 little connectors that we need. Perfect. So let's go back to the tunnel box and stick that bitch right in there. Perfect. I'm thinking that we pressed the button. Sweet. Everything turned on like a charm. And the conveyor belt should be moving. Uh-oh. What's on the belt? It's gonna be Gwyneth Paltrow's head, isn't it? Oh, never mind. We were a naughty boy. Just coal. Lots and lots of coal. But you know what you can do with coal? We can put it in the furnace. Oh, it's rusted shut. Perhaps we should check the other side? Sure. Other side. Other side. Awesome. Okay, so we dumped the children in there. Ooh. Very good question, Dan. Excellent question. That is a marvelous question. And nothing yet. We have to actually light the fucking thing up. Which will heat the water, store it up in here, make steam, drive something else. Correct? Yes. Aw, poor little June. She can't help because she's sick. And instead we talk her down. Oh, yeah. Ooh. You done? Sweet. So they're all filled now. Some sort of ignition device, eh? So then... Wait a minute now. This slider is now all, was red, but it's now all green. And it ignites the furnace. Beautiful. And the big gears are now a-turning. All three of them, in fact. Act. Huh. And on the underside of each of them is now one of these plates. The gold disc. Back. The bronze disc. Okay. And the silver disc. So now we know where they have to go. All the way up the stairs. All the way up the stairs. Wait, nope. Shit. Wrong direction. Down the stairs. All the way down the stairs. Wait, no. Dicks, balls, and butts. Was it up here? Yes. Aha. And maybe, if we put these 3 discs in here, we can now line them up to make what? Instructions for operation. When the disc is pressed, it will rotate a certain amount. When the white arrow is pressed, the discs are switched. Please note that when the discs are switched, the angles for the discs are reset. And so let's swap these two, and everything is now in its right place. Turn. Shit. Turn. Oh no. It's the Red Dead symbol. I think maybe I can make a star polygon with these. And... Yay! We did it!
Yes! The door's open!
Awesome. Given the circumstances, Junpei's happiness was certainly understandable. Ace seemed to share his excitement.
Junpei, why don't you go get June now?
This is the part where Ace is gonna find us out. Just like you did last time.
Santa and I will keep an eye on the store.
Why do we need to do that? Even if it shuts, we know how to solve the puzzle now. We could just open it.
Well, I suppose that. Shall all three of us go and collect June?
Nah, I'm cool.
He still seemed irritated by something, however.
So are you
Sat by the
only
stairs
interested in
petulantly.
being contrary?
He sighed with the air of a
All right,
long-suffering
I'll go get
parent.
June.
And away we went. June! She's gone. June's gone. Oh, damn. Never mind.
Oh, Jumpy!
As he drew closer,
okay?
she stood up slowly. He did his best to sound calm and nonchalant, but there was no hiding the genuine concern in his voice. Question. Crap. How did I do that? That's not at all what I meant to do. Damn it! Fart nuggets. Had I known, whatever, doesn't matter.
Yes, I'm fine now.
Aw.
I'm sorry I made you worry.
Oh, she's being all sweet and blushy. He wasn't sure if she was genuinely embarrassed or still just feverish.
Let me check.
And yeah, let me go ahead and save. Good call, Queen. Just to make sure, he reached out and put his hand against her
Good.
forehead. And she is feeling a whole lot better. But she still wasn't down to what
you
seemed
sure you're
normal
all
to
right?
him. He had to be sure.
Oh, you're such a Oops, I mean, worrier.
June, you're so weird. Why are you being weird right now? Seeing her smile again made Jumpy feel at ease. It was well enough to smile and laugh, then she really was feeling a little bit better. He gave her a friendly
right,
poke
let's go.
on the
Go
forehead.
where?
Oh, right. I didn't tell. We got the exit open, so.
Great, let's go.
Why is she being so weird? Turns out she's Zero the whole time. Wants to make Jumpy a better man so that they
it's
can get
Santa.
married and be together forever. And it's Santa by himself staring at a photograph.
What are you looking at?
Santa answered without looking up,
It's a
his voice
photo.
quiet.
It's my sister.
Sister? Santa, you've got a sister?
Yeah, he killed her too.
Yeah. Kid was cute as a button.
Was.
She was only about an inch tall then?
Now's not the time.
Oh, sorry. I guess an inch is a little large for a button. Probably more like a half inch.
He's gonna kill you too, you fucking bitch, because you won't stop making fun of his dead sister!
Sorry.
Why are you looking at it?
He simply turned his back to the picture
I was
and
her
spoke.
Santa Claus.
Wait, what?
Sudden revelation took Junpei by surprise. He had no idea what Santa meant. He glanced at June, who shook her head.
We
She
didn't
didn't
have
know either.
parents. They bought it in an accident when we were still kids. So I had to be like her dad. And that meant that I bought her Christmas presents every year.
Uh-huh.
Christmas Eve, I'd leave the present next to her pillow.
Until
Next
one
morning, she'd come
accidentally
running
blew up.
into my room with this. Look, Santa left me a present. He got me that doll I really wanted. I'm so glad he got my letter. She was always so excited. I was the one who told her to write those letters. I'd say, write down something you want and mail it to Santa. The address I gave her was somewhere in Northern Europe that doesn't exist. Anyway, she'd write the letter and stamp it and send it out. And then a few days later, it'd show up back in our mailbox marked address unknown. I'd open the letters before she figured out they'd been sent back. Once I had the letter, I'd go around to a couple stores with some money I'd saved up over the year and buy her the stuff she'd asked for. It took a lot of saving.
I guess now's
but I
the
managed
chance
to buy
for
her
two to
presents
become a
every
sympathetic
year.
character. And then we can figure out what's going on with him. Junpei was silent. He couldn't think of he could think of nothing to say. June looked down, uncomfortable. The wall next to him suddenly groaned. Either he hadn't heard the sound or didn't care.
But one
Santa
year-
kept talking.
Her letter was different. She didn't write a list of toys she wanted or anything like that. Instead, it said, I don't want any presents this year. Instead, I want you to make my wish come true. My wish is that we'll be happy like this for a really, really long time. That was it. Nothing else. But I couldn't make that wish come true. Some Santa I am.
He wasn't sure he liked Santa looking sad. Junpei decided it was probably best not to ask him any more questions,
What
but
happened?
then June happened to pipe up. He answered, but only with
She
an
died.
effort.
She was killed 9 years ago.
Oh.
There was nothing Junpei could say. His heart felt like a great lump of lead. June bit her lip and looked away. Her face was pale.
All right, let's go.
Well, remember what else happened 9 years ago, Dan? The last experiment. Queen, I think you're on to something.
Huh?
Junpei and June looked at one another. There was nothing else they could think
Hey,
of to say.
what are you two doing?
So
Let's get
instead, we just
moving.
gotta fucking go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
They nodded and followed him quickly up the stairs. Ace was waiting for them at the top, leaning against the handrail, looking
finally
very tired. The door'd shut, but it wasn't cause
Sorry
for
we
concern.
took so long.
Junpei quickly solved the disc puzzle a second time, and the door opened once again.
Let's go.
Not that we know of so far, Dan. After walking for nearly 15 feet, they found themselves in front of a metal door. It opened easily enough, and they passed through it as well. And whatever shall we find? A new room stretched out before them. Oh boy.
Huh. Is this a warehouse?
It's a cargo
No, I
hold.
believe this is the cargo room. This must be where they store all of this vessel's freight.
There are wooden crates everywhere.
Uh-huh.
I wonder how old they are.
Very. Santa's voice broke through their momentary
Well, we
trance.
probably ought to start with finding the exit, right? Let's get going.
I don't know. I don't remember. Queen? We would have to go back and check that dialogue from so very long ago. And here we are, in the cargo room. I'm going to save this shit. And do not return to the title screen because, as you can see, we're almost done here, ladies and gentlemen. Not quite the path that I wanted, but you know what? Since when do I get what I want around here? And we begin our looking around. A bunch of bags here, inside of which is a card with number 9's headshot on it. Huh. Anything else? Nothing else. Okay, and nothing else in the crates. That's weird. What about this bag? Okay. I think I'm beginning to see what we gotta have to do here. So we're looking for this bag, which has 7's card in it. Awesome. Searched all the boxes, nothing in those. This is the door that leads to the steam engine room. Ooh. That's my card. Right next to June's card. Okay. Liquid in the barrels, but not what we're looking for. Clover. Snake. And the stairs go up 3 floors. This is the exit, which is currently locked. Nope, just keyhole. Okay, no problem. We'll find a key. Can I go up the stairs? Yes, I can. Cool. At the top here is a panel that looks like it controls this machine. The spinning light on top of his head looks kind of cute. Okay. So if the monitor is currently off, can I turn it on? Of course. Power's always fucking off. But it means Oh, several lights here with numbers 1 to 9. 9 is currently lit. All I have right now are the cards, so I can't really do much. Okay, so I'll need to come back here with the cards and something else. What's inside the box? Oh, Ace's card. Wait, I have 8 cards now. Okay. And I think that might be about it. Only area with a fence. We can't go take a look at it. Wait, what's he gonna do with that screw? What? Oh! Oh! It's an electric fence. Well, that's no bueno. Okay, what about... those crates there, can't do anything about them. Oh. Okay. Well. All these boxes have numbers on them, and they correspond to all the key cards. Excellent. So now I have all the key cards, which means 7's gonna go into
Now we
7.
finally
Wait.
have all 9. We just need to
Okay, here we
insert
go.
these cards.
Thankfully, it's gonna do it for me.
You know
and
which
I don't have
card
to
to-
individually insert them, right?
Yeah.
Right?
You just match our numbers to then you pop the corresponding card. So for instance, the card with the
Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? He could have swore Ace stiffened just then. Junpei heard a noise. He spun around just in time to see
Hey,
June collapse
June,
again.
are you
In front of the fence. She did not respond. Junpei Wow. Wow, Dan. Flooded trap. Electric fence. But the other way isn't dark. Unless you consider not being able to see out of the wheelhouse dark. I don't know.
I'm sorry,
That's
I gotta go check on her.
it's an interesting comparison.
You finished the box thing.
And we'll hold on.
Put the cards in the box. I'm counting on you.
I don't know that we should do that. I don't
Are you
know that we
alright?
should do
What
that.
happened?
Junpei
you
called out
stand?
to her as she ran. He arrived. June was climbing to her feet with Santa's help.
Oh, I just tripped.
This fucking bitch right here. This fucking bitch right here. I swear to God, she's gonna get me killed. This
give me
bitch
that.
right here.
Now it's-
Gonna get us
It's true,
killed.
Just let me see.
Junpei put a palm on
You're
her
still warm.
forehead and still warm, but pretty much the same as last time.
I saw her
All right.
fall. I think she really did just trip on something.
Junpei would have been more willing to agree if June hadn't quite needed quite so much
Still,
help standing
I think
up.
she's probably still...
June was doing her best to busy herself brushing dust off of her dress. Her smile looked a little embarrassed and her face was a bit flushed, but she did look a great deal better
All
than
right,
she
well,
had
let's
still.
just-
Oh, I just
Let's go
need
check on
a
that card
medicine.
thing, because
Medicine, huh? Well, if we could get in touch with anyone outside, I'll bet Ace could swing that for you.
Ace? Why?
Huh? Don't you know? He's the president of a pharmaceutical company.
What?
Cradle Pharmaceuticals is the name, I think.
What?
Their flagship product is an anesthetic drug called Soparil.
What?
Soparil. Soparil. I've heard of that before somewhere.
Junpei couldn't shake the feeling that he had heard about Soparil before. Santa continued.
Soparil. It's an
The
anesthetic that's a
same
gas at
drug
room temperature.
that he had
A lot like how
used
nitrous oxide is.
to drug himself.
Takes only a few seconds to spread, and even a small amount is very effective. A bunch of countries quickly accepted it for widespread use within their police and military forces. It was an effective crowd suppressant and room clearer. It was practical, ethical, and the humane nature of it made it the ideal drug. It's been around for about 6 years. They developed it from the extracts of several different roots. It became popular almost as soon as it was made public, with many governments placing large orders.
Yeah, it absolutely was,
Demand for
Juno.
skyrocketed. And of course, that meant Cradle Pharmaceuticals stock did too.
Which lends credence to me thinking it wasn't
know
a
all of
real
this?
anesthetic. Santa's information was interesting, but Junpei couldn't help but feel a little suspicious. Santa's reply was
I
blunt
heard
and
it from
simple.
the old man himself.
From Ace? What?
By the number 4 door at the central stairway, when we were searching the second class room. Remember how Snake, 7, and you went to door 5? It was
Yeah.
back then. I asked him what he did for a living, and he said he ran his own company. After that, we just started talking, and I guess it just came up, you know?
Right around the time that the last experiment concluded.
Huh.
Are you worried about something?
No, nothing.
As he spoke, Junpei looked over towards Ace. What? Why haven't you finished this yet? You seem to be having difficulty with the 9 boxes.
What the hell is he doing?
It's not that hard. He turned back to June and Santa.
June, don't push yourself.
Yes.
Santa, I'll go check on Ace.
Sure.
Why can't Ace do this simple puzzle?
What are you doing?
Ace's back to him as Junpei approached. The older man turned around and looked at him. His face was pale,
What happened?
covered
Nothing.
in sweat.
My vision has gotten rather blurry, I think, because of fatigue.
What can't you see well?
These pictures.
Ace held the cards out to Junpei, displayed in the shape of a
I
fan.
don't care to admit it, but I may be developing presbyopia.
What is
Growing
that?
old is a difficult thing.
Okay, now I'm gonna have to look up another goddamn word. Presbyopia. Farsightedness caused by the elasticity of the lens of one of the eye, occurring typically in middle and old age. He made the best attempt he could at a self-depreciating smile, but his face was flushed and his lips were pale
At
and
any
drawn.
rate, I'll leave the rest
Not
to you.
looking so great, Ace.
I'm feeling awfully tired, so if you don't mind, I'd like to rest for a bit.
He shoved the cards into Junpei's hands and quickly walked away. Junpei looked at him
Simply
quizzically.
looking at cards have tired him out.
Is this the after effects of him using the antidote on himself to the anesthesia?
But if it wasn't, what had made him so uncomfortable?
That was when Junpei remembered what he had heard from Lotus much earlier.
Prosopagnosia.
The inability
put
to
simply,
see faces,
in other
to
words,
read between
so they
faces.
can't remember faces, which is how most. That means that people with prosopagnosia have trouble
Maybe.
So then if
maybe he's
Ace
got prosopagnosia?
can't recognize faces,
Well, he looks depressed enough.
if he really did have prosopagnosia, there was no doubt it was a depressing and painful experience. Still, Junpei didn't feel like patting him on the shoulder and telling him everything would be alright that much. Save. Just gonna save. Just hunch. Saving. No. Oh, getting close.
Oh well.
Doing his best to clear his mind for the task at hand, we turn back towards the boxes.
Time to solve the 9 boxes puzzle.
All right, let's do this. 9 pictures, 9 boxes, 9 cards. Let's do this.
Ace's card is in box 1. I just need to do... And...
Cool. I'm actually really glad that it did that all for me. And all 9 popped open.
What the...
And they're all having a
9
Whoa.
pins?
Whoa. Ah, those pins are what go
guess I'll
in
take
the headphone jacks upstairs. And it's 9 pins, curiously enough. Okay, so let's go back upstairs. What do I got? Just the 9 pins, huh? Okay. I'm hoping that's all we need. Should be all we need. Should be all we need. So what happens when we use the 9 pins here? 6 holes, 9 pins. Let's see if we can figure this out. Okay, some of them lit up. 3 and 6 now. You put in 2, 4, and 6 in the top. Okay, 2 plus 4 is 6 plus 6. Okay, so it's a root system. It absolutely is a digital root. So what is our goal? If you wanted to try, you're certainly welcome to. So he put in the 1, 2, 3, and the 6, 7, 8. And everything turned off. Okay. So we need to turn on all the lights. Okay. Oh my god. I hate that they go through the instructions twice. Like, I get why they do that, but I really don't care for it too much. Okay. I actually am just going to go ahead and cheat this one because I don't care that much. And then we'll do... These kind of puzzles are the kind that, like, can absolutely ruin a game like this as you're sitting here trying to work your way through it slowly and surely. We'll do 7, 4, and 3. Beautiful. 9, 2, and 1. And then 6, 4, and 7. Awesome. 2 left. I'm digital rooting, Dan. I need to find 3 pins that digital root to 4 here in the top so that I can light up this last 4. And it would be 6 plus 3 plus 4. Yep. And then down here, all I need to do is light up 7. So we'll do... Oh, shit. I can't do that one right now. Why can't I do that one right now? Oh, that's not good. Okay, that turned off 6 and 7. Shit. Ooh, we got a problem. We got a problem even with my solution. 97. Because then I need... Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I might have borked this one. Somehow. I don't know how. I don't know how I fucked it, but somehow I did. Really? No. No, Dan. I don't need you to do that for me. I appreciate the offer. I don't need you to do that for me. Fine. I'll give it a go. There. Whatever. All lights are on, the shutters open up, and now we have an F. For failure, which is what I feel like right now. This time there are 9 holes, so we need to insert all 9. Okay. So when we insert all 9 pins here, bupkis. Absolute bupkis. Okay. I see here it says all pins must equal 15. Horizontally and vertically. I don't know how. I don't know how you're supposed to know that. But whatever. So then it goes 8, 1, 6, 3, 5, and then 7. And 4, 9, and 2. I don't know how you were supposed to know that they needed to add up to 15, though. I really don't. Was there a clue to that somewhere? Because I don't remember that. Okay. Electricity's finally running anyway, and we can control the machine all the way on the other side of the electric gate. And it's instructions for this machine. It's the Pushmaster 5000. And it looks like we want to push the coffin on top of the crates. Okay. Well, there are some crates on the right side of this fence that someone piled up like stairs to make a path to the coffin. Oh, I see. So I'll need to actually fully program this robot to move before it'll actually move. Okay. Easy enough. Once I send my orders to the Pushmaster 5000, I just pull the lever. Reset button allows me to start over again. This is the return button, allows me to quit. And we can give this a shot. Battery dies after 50 moves. Ugh. Okay. When a square adjacent to the Pushmaster 5000 is pressed, it will move to that square. If there's a crate in the way, the Pushmaster 5000 will push up to a single crate. Move the crates appropriately and efficiently, and fill the yellow areas. Oh. Oh. In 50 moves. Okay. Oh. Well, bye, Juno. Thank you so much for hanging out, my dear. Okay, so I can push that crate. We can push that crate. Push that crate. Push that crate. And then, from here, we should be able to do this. Oh boy, I've got too many moves. Way too many moves. Way too many left to make before I can finish this. Yeah, I wasted so much movement. I'm close though. I'm really close. Like super duper close. I think that's got to be the right way. And then we go here. Ooh, how about this? Push him directly in. Oh, I kind of fucked myself. Shit. Reset. Okay. Wait, now I've got 51? Whatever, doesn't matter. Put you there instead. Ah, shit, Nuggets. Can't believe I screwed myself over right there. Okay. Yeah, I like this puzzle. This is a neat puzzle. Do that. Let me do that. Oh, fuck me. I could have cut down the whole time. I didn't cut just straight down the whole time. Instead, I went all the way around and it wasted so many moves doing that. That's how. Okay, done putting the program, and we hit execute. Awesome. The Pushmaster 5000 did exactly what we wanted, and we can reach the coffin. Okay. Back down we go. Back down we go. Back down we go. Back over towards the fence, and let us climb. Ooh, hello, coffin.
Mummy!
Save. 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 Just save scumming the shit out of this now. What was in the coffin, though?
Whatever. Just
Okay.
A small key and
A gun. A golden gun.
yeah, a revolver.
Kills people with one shot.
Looks pretty old.
I wonder if this is a replica.
I doubt it.
This thing is. Are these real bullets? Oh, if this is real. Oh.
But we haven't
You're not
seen
gonna
anybody
take it?
get
Of course
shot.
not. All
yet.
something like this is gonna do. It's a powerful
All
weapon
the deaths that
can-
we've
something
seen have
like
been
that
way
would be
more
too-
violent
Yeah,
than
I
that.
suppose you're right.
Maybe Zero put this gun here, hoping that something like that might happen. In other words, maybe he put it here to make us fight each other.
No, it would make
In
any
that
sense.
case, we should most certainly leave it here. I, for one, have no desire to let Zero control me.
Me neither.
Okay, we've got that figured out.
Of course not.
And we take the key, which is probably the rusty key, yep, that we need to get out of the rusty door. Okay. I guess that solves it. Let's go ahead and save one more time. And away we go. Open again, Jumpy. Key should open the door. Hey, what are you waiting for? Let's go. Nice. We made it! Oh, another victory secured for us. Fantastic work, everybody. High five.
A long hallway, huh?
Yes.
check it out.
Very long. We made it past the electric fence. So what lies beyond exit
We've
B?
seen this elevator before.
We got off the one on the left just a little while ago.
Uh-huh.
Then we went through the number 6 door, and that took us to the engine room.
Uh-huh.
Yes, and after that, we passed through the cargo room.
Uh-huh. And all the way back
Now
here.
we're back here.
In other words, we made a loop.
Giant
We're
loop.
back where we
Again. Again. Giant
We needed a
loop.
card to get to this point.
I don't see a card reader here.
Perhaps we aren't able to activate it from this location.
Why
But
don't you
you're not
just
able
try
to go
pushing the
back
button?
either.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Wait. Did you notice that
It
that was the
works.
same design that was on the dials? That same star pentagram formation?
I think so.
Good. Now we can go back if we...
What do we do?
No, this hallway keeps going. Even if we do end up going back, I think we should see what's down there first.
I agree.
I want to keep going exploring with these guys. I think I'm ready to get back into the safety of numbers.
Looks like it ends here.
Uh-huh.
Only one door.
There isn't anything else. It's the only way to go.
All right.
Uh-huh.
Let's open it.
Opening it reveals just blackness. Ah! Oh my
One
god.
door.
And it's in almost a church.
course it wouldn't be that easy.
We found the 9 door.
Huh. We finally found it.
But I don't think we have the
Jumpy!
people to open it.
Look! Behind you!
What? A 9 door. There's
Oh
another one.
no.
Why?
Oh
It's 9,
dear.
no matter how you look at it. The red is there too. Why? Why the hell are there two?
There were always 2 doors. I mean, if you think about it, Zero never actually said there was only 1 door with a 9 on it.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found.
Seek a way out. Seek a
Seek a
door
way
that
out.
carries a 9.
Of course, we just assumed that there was only 1. After all, why would there be more than 1?
Oh man.
We fell for it. There are 2 doors. That means that all 9 people who had met at the central staircase could escape. No one would be left behind. Now it makes sense why the bracelets are numbers. 1 through 9. Divided into teams of 4 and 5 people. The digital root of both teams ends up being take 1, 2, 7, 8 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 for or 2, 3.
Yeah,
There are a bunch
okay,
of
we get the-
combinations,
yeah,
but
we
one
know how
team has
numbers
the
work by this
digital
point.
root. What does that mean? The answer's simple. From the very beginning,
This was all just a
the
game.
game was designed to save all 9 people. That's
Yeah.
how it was meant to be. Zero
Everyone
didn't
is
lie. He
meant
never
to
said there'd
escape.
be only 1 9, but anyone who'd found themselves in the game would have assumed that was the case. One team would likely betray or deceive the other. Someone might be hurt. Someone might get killed. But eventually, they'd reach this very same room and realize how pointless all their infighting was.
Yeah.
There were 2 doors. There was no need to kill each other. This game was designed for that purpose. This nonary game. We were all arguing and fighting over doors at the beginning. But if there had been one slip up, one tiny mistake that led to more, everything could have been so much worse now.
So
what are we
that's a
going to
big
do,
reveal.
Junpei?
Huh? Oh, right.
Hey, keep it together, man.
Sorry.
Jeez.
Do we have the numbers
What
to
do
be
you-
able to get
we
through
need
one of
to
these
think about
nines?
our
I don't
next-
think so. I think we need to wait on the next
Our
group.
numbers are what?
The 4 of us can't open the number 9.
The 4.
Wait.
Don't tell me.
Yep. There's one combination that'll let 3 of us open the 9 door.
And who's it gonna
That's
leave
why I'm asking,
behind?
what now?
What now? No, we gotta go back.
Yep.
I agree. We cannot leave June behind.
It's gonna leave June behind.
Are you sure? I don't mind staying.
It's okay. There's no way we'd leave you behind.
Because then
Besides,
the other
I'd rather
group
drown
plus
at the
you
bottom of the
wouldn't,
ocean than escape with this sausage fest.
wouldn't be able to let her
Maybe
through
I'll get to
either
go to
without
Atlanta.
sacrificing somebody else. And well,
Are you sure you don't mean Atlantis?
Huh? Oh.
You guys.
Very well. Best we head back to C deck then.
weird
We
laughter.
should be able to take
Anyway.
the elevator we passed earlier. Perhaps Clover, 7, and Lotus will have returned from door 1.
But even with all 7 of us,
Standing around here isn't going to accomplish. Let's find the other 3.
I guess you're right.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Come to
heading
think
back
of
to
it.
meet the central group again.
What is this room? We were so focused on the doors, we didn't even look.
Oh yeah, no, we really didn't. Like I
Looks
said, it's
set
almost
up
like a
for some-
church.
but what kind?
At the altar where there's another coffin
Huh.
and a
What
puzzle.
on earth is a coffin doing in a place like this?
What?
Hey, Junpei, the hell are you doing?
Right, okay. I'll be...
Huh. Something tells me that's gonna come back into play later. The fuck? The fuck? The fuck? Hello? Somebody gently knocking. Knocking at my coffin door.
Look, it's...
7
The
and
grand
Lotus.
staircase with 7 and Lotus.
Got a problem.
Uh-oh.
Clover is gone.
Uh-oh. I don't like
What?
this.
What do you mean, gone?
Clover went up with them, found the
When?
9 badge, and
Why?
she's
You
gone.
two went into door 1 with Clover.
Yeah, we went through the door together.
But Clover barely spoke to us.
And then what
She
happened?
just did her own thing the whole time.
There were 4 rooms on the other side of door 1.
She
Yeah,
wouldn't
there
let us
were.
into the 4th room.
She just said, I'll take care of this one.
And
We
shut
know
the
what that
door.
fourth room
She must have
was.
blocked it with something on the other side.
We waited for a while, but Clover didn't come out.
We called for her, but she didn't answer.
So I kicked down the door and we went into the room.
But
It was empty.
Clover wasn't there.
There was a door on the other wall.
But
And it
wait,
was
you
open.
didn't find a
We
body?
figured she opened the door.
With
We
a
ran after her, of course.
Well, obviously, we didn't find her. We figured that.
Clover's gone.
When did this happen?
We got here just before you.
You certainly have excellent timing.
So you haven't
Oh
searched
yeah, you're
anywhere
right. I'm
other
sorry,
than near
Dan.
the
It was a
staircase?
zero badge.
No,
You're right.
we
I'm sorry, I misspoke.
Very well then. We haven't much time left.
So we're still looking for Clover.
She's not here.
No,
Huh.
she is.
All right, just in.
Shower room.
That's where her brother is. Well,
And then we go and check in the shower room
7 later.
that we can still get into. And
no luck.
nothing.
Yeah.
The smell is horrible. Let's check the back. No, she's not here.
Wait.
Snake. Just
I don't
where
remember
did
the
your
L and
sister-
R being there
Such
before.
a horrible. The skull shattered. The left. Huh? Bones.
The bones of his arm. He's not dead. Oh my god, the bones in his arm. He's not real. He's oh my god. 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 Oh my god.
My brother's left arm is, it's not like a normal person's arm.
He's not dead.
The accident hurt
That's
him
not
really
his
bad.
body. That's not his body.
Of course. Why didn't I realize it?
Jumpy?
Not his body.
Oh, sorry for making you wait.
Are you not gonna fucking tell her?
Junpei! June! Where were you guys?
Does this mean that all the endings are canon? I think this means
did
that all
something
the
happen?
endings are canon, and by the time we get them
Clover's
all.
dead.
What?
I found her.
Never you mind. Dead.
Clover. Clover. Why? Why did this happen? Clover. No way. Let's get out of here, June.
Okay.
Are you all right?
Yes.
You should get some rest. Here, can you sit?
Yes.
Who was the first to find the body?
Me.
Right. Of course.
Why
it
did you
was.
come to this room?
To look for Clover. Why else? I found her body in the bathroom. As soon as I did, I ran outside. I got to the top of the stairs by the casino and yelled as loud as I could.
No, she
Hey,
wasn't exploded.
guys, she's in the
You're
bathroom
right.
in the first class cat.
Which means
Then
she
I
didn't
went
get
back to the
killed
bath.
by
Ace,
Zero.
Santa and Lotus showed up real soon.
Must have
but
been
these
by
you two hadn't
somebody
heard me
else.
or something.
But
So
whom?
I took off down the stairs to look for. After that,
7. There's one more thing I'm worried about.
what?
You stuck one of those plates in between the door and the frame, right? Why did you do that?
Come on, didn't I already tell you that? So we could come back to this. Oh, you think I did it?
Well, I don't know. That kind of depends on what you say, doesn't it?
For crying out loud. Follow me.
A closet?
Yeah.
Oh, the safe. The safe.
This is the reason.
I totally
This-
forgot
we
about the
couldn't open
safe.
it when we were getting through this room. I figured there might be something pretty important in it. I couldn't stop thinking about it. I figured eventually we might figure out what the numbers are for the safe. And if we did, I didn't want to screw around with door 5 again. So I put the plate in the exit door so we could get back in that way.
Yeah.
But we never did
Figured it
figure
would
out the
open.
numbers for the safe,
This
did
is
we?
Rust. If there's rust here, that means... Has someone opened the safe?
Guys?
Maybe
I need
there's
some
another
answers.
clue. Anything that might lead us to discover who stabbed Chloe. Behind this door, the ninth man's body is behind. Maybe I should have another look at it. Oh, the hell.
Why would you go back out there and look at the body? The bracelet's
It's Hell's
gone.
bracelet. It's gone. It was right next to the glasses. But why?
Huh? Oh, there you are. Were you looking for something in the hallway?
We were 7. Do you
Yeah.
have it?
Did you find something?
No, we didn't.
No, nothing. What's up?
Well, I wanted you to take a look at something.
What is it? Clover. What was it you wanted to show me?
I searched Clover's body again. A real shame. She was stabbed once in the back, probably by a knife or something. And I found this.
The knife that's about to be in my back.
What?
Oh, whoa, whoa.
I haven't
Okay.
actually looked at it yet. Didn't want to disturb the crime scene.
I'm sorry, 7.
Basic stuff.
I'm sorry I accused you.
Well, I did borrow
I'm opening it. Truth had gone.
She did.
Truth
He
had
did borrow
gone,
one thing.
and
By the way,
truth
he
had
did
gone.
borrow one thing from her. Truth had gone. Truth had gone, and truth had gone. And now, truth is asleep in the darkness of the sinister hand. Why do I get the feeling this is a code?
Ah, now truth is asleep in the darkness.
What is this?
Sinister hand. Well, if the right hand is the good hand, like somebody important, then the sinister hand must be the left hand, unfortunately. I'm sorry to all my left-handed friends.
Sinister was a term used in heraldry that meant to the left of the bearer of a coat of arms.
Yeah.
The left hand. Does the darkness of the sinister hand have something to do with the bracelet? There's 2 things sticking out on either side of the face. The left and right sides of the face. Left and right. Left and right. Right and left. Truth is gone. Truth gone.
Now the truth is asleep in the darkness of the sinister hand. If it's asleep, well, then you would probably read it out loud to wake it up.
Maybe there's something about how they sound out loud. Truth. Gone.
Nope.
Sounded this.
Nothing. Okay, different idea. Let's switch the sentence
How
around.
about switching the gone had truth? Well, that makes
No,
even
that
less
means
clearly
shit.
switching the word.
Different idea. Read them backwards.
How about reading them backward? Gone and truth. Enog and turt. What am I saying?
Nope,
Those
definitely
aren't even
not.
words. Wasn't a bad idea though.
Okay, so none of that is true. What else,
else
could
could
gone and truth
truth
mean? Truth is something that is fact, is something that is left. Left had right. Left had, or rather, right had left. Right had left. And right had left.
You could then safely assume that gone, after all, but in this case, they clearly refer to then truth equal the left and right of the brace. These 2 things. So if
Oh shit. Truth is gone. So right, then left. Then right, then left. Then truth is gone. Truth is gone. Truth is gone. Then truth is gone. Right? It should be this one. Right, left, right, left, right, left. Or did it say gone is truth? Wrong Clover's note. That sucks. Yeah, it's truth is gone, and truth is gone. So I think it's right, left, right, left, right, left. Whoa, whoa, something's happening.
Wait, did it just...
It just beeped. And it's going again. I don't like this. I don't like this. I want to reset now. I want to reset now. Mommy, I want to go home.
8,
Whoa.
3, 4, 2, 1.
Then the pattern repeats.
1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1.
It's the combination to the safe.
1, 4, 3. 1, 4. 1, 4. 1, 4, 3. Huh. 1, 4, and... Oh. Bingo. I knew it was for this.
Stop. And inside
let's see.
is a note. Fact number 1. The nonary game was played once before, 9 years ago. Fact number 2. The person with the number 2 bracelet 2 attended Snake. Confirmed. Snake was in the game 9 years ago. And that's where he lost his arm and his sight. Fact number 3. It was planned by the following 4 people. Ace? Oh, fuck off. This is the info dump. This is everything. So... led by Ace. Shit. Whose real name is Gen Taru Hongo. Wow. Great. Oh, wait. Oh, so it was all made up by Cradle Pharmaceuticals. And majority shareholder, Kagachiwa Masashidu. I must punish them for the innocent lives they sacrificed. This is from Zero. That innocent souls might be saved, I now state the truth. Zero.
Sorry, but do you think you could...
Come with you.
I want all of you to go to the big hospital.
Why?
There's something I want to...
What?
I want to know if the person I...
Wait.
Yeah, I think I've got it figured out. I know who killed Snake and Clover. Anyway, if you could all please move to the big hospital room. I'll explain everything as...
So... who... would be the one to punish
5 o'clock.
the group
We don't have a lot of time left.
of pharmaceutical people, which could be both 7, who doesn't remember
Actually,
who the fuck he is.
Before we get started, I was hoping you could do something for me.
I don't know. I was gonna say and Lotus, but she worked for a cybersecurity company.
Ace,
before
7,
this.
and Lotus, could you please place your palms on the red?
Huh?
Why? If we need to get to the shower room, why don't we just...
No, we're not. Once you've authenticated, step...
Why?
Please, just do. Or perhaps you don't want to know who killed Snake. What about you?
Very well.
Sure.
Okay. So we're gonna have them put all their hands on. Good.
I have this idea. I don't think this device responds to a hand placed on it.
What?
It instead reacts to a bracelet being brought close.
So...
You don't actually need a hand. I knew it.
How did he open it?
Huh?
What was that about?
How should I know?
Thanks. I appreciate. By the way, Ace, would you mind?
What is it?
Do you know who I am?
Who are you?
What?
Just answer it, please. Who am I?
You're Junpei, of course. Who else would?
Unfortunately, that's the wrong answer.
What?
Actually, I'm Santa.
Oh. He's testing his face recognition.
What?
The clothes I'm wearing, I borrowed from Junpei. And the clothes he's wearing are mine. We had a little swap.
That's ridiculous.
So, you're saying I'm not Santa?
Of course you aren't.
Why? What makes you...
If you were Santa, then door 3 wouldn't have opened for us just now.
You notice he didn't say because I can see your fucking face.
1 plus 7 plus 8 plus 3 1 plus 9 would be 10. The digital route would, but the 4 of us just, oh, you can't possibly be...
It's 5, right? You're exactly right. My bracelet number is 5. Sorry, Ace. I tricked you. Of course, I'm not really Santa. I'm Junpei. Who could possibly think I was?
But you can't tell the
it's
difference.
Obvious I'm not. To think I was, but I guess you couldn't see just how obvious it was.
Because
I asked
you can't
before,
read
didn't I?
faces.
What makes you so sure I'm not Santa? And you answered. If you were Santa, then most people wouldn't say something. The first thing that would come to anyone else's mind, there'd only be one sentence. You don't have his face. Ace, you have prosopagnosia. Am I right?
Bingo.
Prosopagnosia?
What's that?
No clue.
Prosopagnosia is...
The inability to read faces. Good
I
job.
have prosopagnosia. I cannot differentiate human faces. Is that what this was about? You want to mock me for my disorder?
No,
No.
not at all. I'm not making fun of you at all. In fact, I feel kind of bad for you.
Because I'll bet you he murdered somebody
No,
incorrectly.
the reason I brought this up is that there's an excellent chance the person who killed Snake has prosopagnosia.
And couldn't recognize
What do you
who he
mean?
actually killed.
I'll just come right out with it.
Because they didn't kill Snake. They killed the
I
wrong
think it was
person.
you, Ace. You killed him.
That's ridiculous. What possible evidence do you...
I have 3 pieces of evidence. The first, think back to a few hours ago. You made us argue over the 3 doors here in the big hospital room. There was no way all 7 people could go through. Lotus suggested that we sacrifice one of us. Then you,
And you
Ace,
volunteered.
said, why would you say something like that? You didn't want us to see the dead body in the shower room. You see, if Ace stayed behind, there were only 2 doors the rest of us could go through. Door 7 and 8. There was no way we could get through door 3. You knew
The
that.
shower room.
That's why you volunteered to stay.
Come on now. I think that's going... I can understand if you're jealous. Please don't devalue my actions. I only
Jealous
wanted to
of your
save the
bravery.
rest of
Please.
you. Surely you can understand my altruism.
Altruism, huh? You already knew, didn't you? You knew that whichever doors we took, eventually we'd end up back in the big hospital room.
What on earth are you saying? Of course I didn't know that. How could I have?
Because you were
Really?
here 9 years ago.
Yes, yes.
Oh well, that's cool. I've still got 2 more pieces of evidence. The second is that as I...
Then you mean to imply that a person who can't distinguish human faces must be a bad person?
Oh no.
Junpei,
Way more
they
to it
call
than that.
No, I am not that stupid.
Then why?
Well, before I explain, I suppose there's something I should tell you. The corpse in the shower room. It's not
Isn't
Snake's.
Snake.
What?
I didn't put it together right away, but there was something Clover told me. She said that Snake's left arm was prosthetic. He'd lost his real arm in an accident, but the body we saw in the shower room, let's call him Guy X. Guy X's left arm was definitely flesh and blood.
So then
In other
whose body
Guy X
was
couldn't
it?
possibly have been Snake.
Oh God. No. That's impossible.
Let's say, hypothetically, that the killer didn't have prosopagnosia. If that were the case, he would immediately realize that Guy X wasn't Snake. Even if the clothes were the same as Snake's, their faces would be completely different. And yet, they still killed him. Why? Why would they kill a stranger who'd only just shown up?
And why? Because we checked his clothing. The clothing looked like Snake's clothing, right? I remember them saying that the clothing looked like Snake's. So then Snake is 0. You're 1000% correct, Queen. The only way that this could work is if Snake is 0 or if Clover was. But that would make sense as to what we saw Snake whisper into Clover's ear when this whole mess started. All he had to whisper was, "I'm 0." And game over.
On the other hand, if the killer did have prosopagnosia, they thought Guy X was Snake and killed him.
Wait,
Because Snake
just a moment.
put his clothes on Guy X.
let's say you're right, and I mistook Guy X for Snake. Even if I did, I would have had no motive to kill him. Why would I want to kill Snake?
I can
9
think of
years
at least
ago.
2 motives. 1, Snake knew about your past. If he ever revealed what he knew, that would have been really bad for you. You really did. So to make sure Snake's mouth stayed shut, you killed him. 2.
Sure did.
Snake had a grudge
Punk.
against you. You knew that. Or at least you could have easily assumed he did. Even without exposing your identity, he was a threat to you. You never knew when you might be attacked. You couldn't ever let your guard down. Every moment was a moment he might try something. You didn't want that kind of danger hanging over you. So you...
Hey, hold on a minute. What's the past that Ace wouldn't want us to know? Why did Snake have a grudge against him?
Look at this.
What's this piece of paper?
The note from
The
0.
nonary game was played once before 9 years ago. The person
Yes,
with the
ma'am,
number
Queen,
2
you're
bracelet
absolutely right.
attended the game 9 years ago. It was planned by the following 4 people. Cradle Pharmaceuticals CEO Gentaro Hongo. What?
It's the message from 0.
Give me a break! That paper is a lie! Someone
And
is
of
trying
course,
to frame me!
Santa of all people would
Me.
know exactly who that is.
Wouldn't that mean you're admitting you're Hongo, the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals? Or am I mistaken?
Very well. I admit that much. I am certainly the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceutical, Gentaro Hongo. So what if I am? I don't know anything about this nonary game that supposedly took place 9 years ago. Everything
don't
on that
you?
scrap of paper is bull. Someone is trying to set me up, you see? First of all, Junpei, you're claiming I did this all by myself.
No, far from
Think
it, my
that
friend.
over,
You
all
had
right?
4 people.
How could I have killed Snake all by myself?
Not Snake. It was Guy X.
Ha!
I don't care who it was. You said the killer put this other
I don't
man
care who
at
it was
door
I
3,
killed. I
right?
definitely killed the right man.
Yeah, maybe.
Then I
Oh,
couldn't have
fuck.
possibly done that alone. I couldn't have opened door 3 with only myself and Guy X.
You could
Nope. You could have.
if you had the 9 bracelet.
Huh?
Actually, Ace, when you were unconscious, I took something from you. Remember when you were injected with that anesthetic and felt... Yeah, back then?
No!
So he
I got
actually
you,
did.
Ace. Your right hand there tells me all I needed to know. You want to tell me what you were so worried about? What's in your pocket? It's the number 9 bracelet, isn't it?
Oh, he just tricked him again. Tricked him again.
Guy X and the 9th man's bracelet. That was all you needed to open door 3. That's how you killed Guy X all by yourself. All you needed was the number 9 bracelet in your chest pocket. If you want to play innocent, that's fine by me. Go ahead, tell me. I don't have the bracelet, if that's what you want to do. But if you could take off your coat and hand it to me, I'd really appreciate it. Otherwise, we'll have to take it from you by force. Right, 7?
Yeah, it'd be my pleasure.
There
Well
he
done,
is.
Junpei.
The real Ace
As you
comes
so
out.
correctly deduced, I have the number 9 bracelet. I retrieved it while we were searching for the missing hardware for the red. I left the room I was supposed to search and headed to the first-class cabin on B deck. My purpose was to obtain the number 9 bracelet. 9 is a potent ally in the nonary game. Adding
Because
9
you've
to
played
any
it
set of
before.
numbers
Well, you've
won't
run it
alter
before.
the digital root. As you can see, 9 is a very useful number here. With it, one can go anywhere, with anyone.
So then that leads me to question, why did the 9th man get number 9? Who was he? Why was he so important as to get the number 9 bracelet?
It is, I suppose you could say, a game changer. So I made for the first-class cabin in mere moments.
Yeah, made it right back there.
There was
got the number 9
also
bracelet.
the knife the 9th man had used.
The what?
I quickly pocketed. I made my way back. That's when I ran. Well, this guy X, he was heading for the large hospital room and hadn't.
Okay.
The man wearing Snake's clothes arrived at door 3.
The man
When
wearing
he
Snake's
stopped,
clothes.
I'm Snake. He turned around.
Who the fuck is that? That's a new person we haven't
Said
seen
nothing.
before.
His mouth simply hung half open.
Because he was
He
drugged?
seemed dazed somehow. Perhaps he had been drugged. I tend to gloss over. I was certain that I knew Snake had taken part in the nonary game 9 years. Being blind, it made sense that he didn't recognize. But why then? Hadn't Snake? Surely he hadn't forgotten what had happened to him in the nonary game. But not once did he attempt to confront me. Did his lack of sight prevent him from fully recognizing who I was?
Oh,
or
no.
perhaps Snake
He
had
knows.
conspired with Zero to deceive me. Regardless, he was a threat, and it was better to deal with him sooner rather than later. I had to get rid of him before he took action. With quick thinking, my plan. I held the number 9.
Unfortunately, dude,
The door.
your plan
I threw the man.
kind of backfired, didn't it?
9 seconds later. 81 seconds.
But then that would have meant that whoever was wearing Snake's bracelet at the time, because he
After
did
that,
explode just as
I
if he was
returned to my
wearing Snake's
post as
bracelet,
though nothing had happened.
would have had the same bomb put in him. Snake would have had to have been the one to take off his... No, you're absolutely
After conducting
1,000% correct.
Ace.
If Snake is not
Yes.
Zero,
Why?
I'll eat my hat.
Why did
She was Snake's sister. It was possible he had told her something. Additionally, she had gone through. It seemed likely she might.
found what?
Why don't you go through door 1 yourself? Perhaps it's hidden.
Yeah,
What?
but Lotus and I went through door.
We didn't see anything suspicious.
Hidden behind door number 1.
Yes, I thought as much. I doubt the two of you.
Huh?
But perhaps Clover was. Perhaps she had found it. I was.
Yeah,
therefore,
you're right. You're
desperate
absolutely
to find
right.
her.
The way to change the number.
And at last I
And the
did.
safe
I
combination.
spoke
But I
very
don't know
calmly.
that was what he's talking about
Did you
there.
See what?
Don't act as if you don't understand.
Uh-huh.
By the way,
What?
there's blood on your shoes. Did you go take a look at the 9th? I see. Your silence suggests that you saw that his bracelet.
No!
You aren't going anywhere.
And
staying.
stab.
No!
Stab, stab, stab.
Don't you run, little girl.
Stab, 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 stab. Yep.
That was how I killed Clover.
You son of a bitch!
I admit it. I've lost. Don't misunderstand, Junpei. I didn't lose. I lost to Zero. I'm rather disgusted with myself for falling and I looked the fool. And it was a trap. I was trapped and manipulated by Zero. The man I killed in the shower room? If he wasn't Snake, then I have no idea who he was. But he was wearing Snake's clothes. And that was no coincidence. He had also been injected with something that reduced his cognition. And we can't forget the components that were removed from the red. I have no doubt that Zero made sure I would kill that man. It follows, of course, that Zero knew everything I would do. That I would try to take the number 9 bracelet. That I would try to kill Snake.
What the fuck is going on here? Am I gonna get for the innocent lives they sacrificed? This is the only warning they will receive, that innocent souls might be saved. I will now state the truth. Zero.
I think Zero is.
Oh, it's 1,000% one of us, and I know exactly who it is now. Can I guess? 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 Please? Please, can I guess?
0 is... No, there's one more person. Snake. The man who died in the shower room is... That means he's almost certain... Maybe Snake... Maybe he made Guy X wear his...
Maybe Snake is 0. There's the first time it's actually been uttered right now.
He's lying to us about everything else. Is he?
Is it possible that he's not actually blind at all?
Well, I believe I've finished with my confession.
What the hell is... You aren't going anywhere, you son of a...
Why? Because that's ridiculous. Why are you so upset that she was nothing to you? You bet!
Oh no.
Blindsiding me with a punch, huh? I confess.
Oh.
Well,
Cool.
maybe you'd like another one then.
Let me give you one of my own.
Huh?
If
The
any of you so
golden
much
gun.
as blink, I won't hesitate to pull this trigger.
Ooh, I forgot
I've already
about
killed
that.
2. No, 3 people. Don't think
3 people?
What do you mean 3? Who was the
Very
third?
the person who killed the 9th man was me.
Man number
Although
9.
I suppose to be more accurate, I encouraged him to hit himself.
Oh
While
yeah,
we
I
were
guess that's
examining
true.
the
You
main
did
stick,
kind of make
I
him go.
recognized it at once, so I gave him a little. It seems the settings for the dead were altered. Now it only requires a single person to deactivate the detonator in the bracelet. Investigate what's beyond door 5. We'll meet again later.
Because they were working
With
together.
Okay. I'm going off ahead now. Why is it you lied?
That's who actually lied to him.
Door, please help me. Listen, I was lied to. He lied to me.
He
It was him. He
is
killed-
Ace. Huh. I'll be damned. We thought it was
For
0 the
reasons
whole
for killing.
time.
As I said before,
It was
in the
Ace.
note, if I had allowed him to keep such a useful tool, he or it
So it was
would
just
have
complete
become a
luck
threat to
that
me.
he ended up with it, but not
As
complete
such,
luck that he lost
I
it.
decided that he should be. I wanted the number 9. If I could manage to obtain it, I would be able to manipulate the game as I saw fit. I would
Right.
be unable to acquire the bracelet unless
Having
its
done
owner
this
was
game
dead.
before, you know its rules backwards, forwards, and upside down.
That's the second reason. Even setting aside his number, he would have been nothing but trouble for me. He was aware of my past. He knew what happened here 9 years ago. It was important that I eliminate him before he was able to disseminate this information. Lastly, I wished to conduct a simple test. A test to see if this nonary game was serious and needed to be. As such, I encouraged him to act against.
I don't get your third. What the hell happened?
Didn't I say? I planned it out, and I conducted its execution.
For that game, Ace was 0.
Why? What on earth?
I don't really think I have any obligation.
Hey, where did he get this?
Why don't you
Got
tell
it from the
Santa?
boiler room
The other side
downstairs,
of door 6.
unfortunately.
We found the gun in the coffin in the cargo room, right?
Yeah.
Bastard must have grabbed it when we weren't looking.
Indeed, I did. That was a pretty serious. Just saying you intended to leave it behind. Well, there isn't much time.
Well, where are you going?
Do I really need to explain? I have the number 9 bracelet.
Wasn't there a door with a 9 on it in the room that looked like a church? That's where you're going, isn't it?
And how do you know that?
Santa told me about it while we were looking for Clover.
I see. Well, you are correct. That is my destination. But now I must say goodbye to all of you. Ah, and please, don't forget my warning. Move and I'll pull the trigger. I don't need her alive to open the door, you know.
I guess that's true. You can literally just take her by the hand.
He's getting
Eh.
away.
You can't risk it.
What?
Now, Rose.
What's happening? What is happening? This is such a long ending.
Damn it!
And June falls
Hey.
again.
June, Jesus, you're burning up.
I'm okay. You should
No,
be
you're
worried.
not.
But
Jumpy, I just need, don't you remember? So please.
Think.
damn it. You guys go on ahead. Soon as June starts feeling. All right. Come on, 7.
Hell yeah!
Santa, you take good care. Got it.
So
Let's
Santa
go.
and June are gonna stay here while she's feeling flush. 7 and I are gonna go rush after Ace and Lotus and pray that we make it here in time, but I don't know that we will. can't believe we're still going. Wow, this is a long ending. I should probably go ahead and save, just for shits and giggles. We haven't done that in a little bit. Okay, we made it to the 9 room. Back to the coffin that was knocking earlier, you'll remember.
Let's check the red.
Oh, that one's already engaged. Shit.
It seems like it.
So they chose
Yeah.
that 9 door there.
Well, the big door.
The two of us can't do anything.
Yeah, not even.
Oh, they
counting
chose
our-
the back 9. Interesting.
What's that sound?
The knocking from inside the coffin door.
It's coming from over there.
The coffin.
Yeah.
Let's open it.
How?
By force.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Well, you never.
Well,
the
you never
only
know till you
necessity
try.
for
Let's do
success
it.
is the willing.
Who said that?
Shut up,
Anyway.
it doesn't fucking matter. Open the goddamn coffin.
Damn it.
See? If you could just pull it open, why?
Right.
Okay,
unless
so
I put in
let's
the right-
let's go with 8675309.
There's some sort of clue.
Hey, Junpei. I remember you mumbling about some weird numbers over. You got those numbers by solving the secret message. Truth and God.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, maybe that number.
Come on, those numbers were the code.
Yeah, but the person who set up that safe in this coffin is.
Yeah, probably.
Well, then they might have set the same.
That's ridiculous.
That's entirely
try it.
possible,
It'd
so
just
let's
be a
try it.
waste.
How do you
Fuck
know
it.
that? The only necessity for success.
Who said?
You.
Fine. 1438 34.
The clown's in there. He just fucking shanks us
gotta be
7
kidding me.
times. Wow. I cannot believe that actually worked. It's Snake.
You.
In some very dark
Those
garb.
voices. Junpei and Seven, unless I'm mistaken. Where are the others? Are they elsewhere?
How did you not hear Ace and fucking Lotus run through here?
I see. I believe I got the gist of it. Have I been sufficiently caught up?
Yeah. But that still doesn't explain why you were trapped in here.
And why you're in
You still got
Satanist
no clue
garb.
about Zero's true identity, let alone. Why did he put Guy X? Is all this stuff somehow related to that notary game that was played?
Hey, what are you talking about? I apologize, but I have no idea what you're saying.
Oh, come on, just tell us if you know.
I don't know what to tell you.
This is bad.
Is
We're running
Snake
out of
not
time.
Zero?
We need to go after Ace. What do we do?
The three of us can't make a digital route.
Yeah,
We're stuck here.
Oh. Hey,
What?
What is it?
I found something earlier.
Oh no. He's gonna shank me and take Snake, isn't he? Because 7 plus 2 is 9.
What did you find?
Oh wait. No, that won't work because 2 people can't
Yes.
escape.
0.
The 0. He would have found that in the captain's room.
Zero's bracelet.
What did you say? Are you saying that Seven has the number?
Yeah.
Where did you...
Clover gave it to me.
Because Clover found it upstairs.
She did?
Yeah.
How did she...
In the
Well,
captain's room.
On the other side of door 1, A deck. She asked me to hold on to it because it.
He's lying. He even told us earlier.
I haven't actually looked at it yet. Didn't want to disturb the crime scene, you know. Basic stuff.
Right.
Well, I did borrow one thing.
He probably said that so Snake doesn't find out about Clover.
All right, Junpei.
Wait, what?
Come on, man. I'm still, just in case, I want to make sure the 0 bracelet gets. Snake, give me a hand.
I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. Where's the poop? Where's the poop, you guys? There's poop here somewhere. Only 3 bracelets registered.
Huh? Why is
Error.
Well, the third asterisk lit up, so it must have registered them.
Maybe it isn't actually 0.
Huh?
What?
What?
That bracelet may not actually produce the number 0 when scanned. That is what I'm saying.
Huh.
Why don't we try a few? Perhaps we can determine what. Oh, God.
They decided to use the following combination. Okay, so then what would equal 9? If the bracelet equals 10... Hey Marcy, thank you so much for dropping by. Have a great night, dear. It's always great to see you. So then if we're going to guess that the bracelet equals 10, then Junpei 5 plus 7 is 12 plus 10 is 22. That's a root of 4. 2 plus 5 is 7 plus 10 is 17. That gets us 8. And then we have 7 plus 2 is 9. Plus 5 plus 10 is 15. 9 plus 15 is 24. So unfortunately, none of those combinations match if we assume that it's 10. The closest one would be, I guess, Junpei and 7.
Let's try Snake, me, and the bracelet. If this combination works, then the number for this bracelet is 2.
Okay. Which would make sense. Nope. Oh,
Didn't
damn.
open.
If Snake was
not
actually
then.
0, because then it would operate just like his regular one, and it wouldn't matter which one he's wearing. Okay, how about Junpei and 7?
Let's try me. If this combination works,
Verified. That's bracelet number 6.
It opened.
That means its reading is June?
Yes. So it would.
Why is it reading as number 6?
that means the bracelet is actually 6. But how is that possible? The display on the bracelet clearly shows a 0.
Wait a minute. If we end up going back to June and she done kilt Santa,
oh man, that's not good. I guess our time's just about up.
At any rate, we know now that the door can be opened.
But, Snake.
Yeah. You know that only Junpei and I can go through this.
You needn't worry. My last resort. But if now is not the time...
Last?
Resort?
last resort? Shank shank to kill you both. Okay, so that verifies. And we go through. We're starting to beat. We made it through the 9 door. Isn't this supposed to be the end? Click. All good. We made it.
Gotta admit, you really surprised me there, kid. I couldn't figure out how the hell you were gonna get out of that one. How come you didn't do that right off the bat?
As I told you, it was a last resort. Had
Did
I
he-
used it at the beginning of the game, I would have come under a great deal of suspicion.
Did he take off his
I
arm?
imagine that most people would have taken it to mean that I was 0.
I
Once
bet he
they-
took off his arm.
I felt it best to play my that way. If I'd have a little trick up my sleeve,
He took off his arm.
I'd just take my bracelet off.
He absolutely took his arm off. He's running
My
without his
brother's
arm right
left
now.
arm,
Yep.
it's fake.
And so he was
I know
able to
this is
just
kind of
leave
a
it the
weird thing
fuck
to say,
behind,
but
You don't have to be afraid
and
of
he
the
and
door
his
if you
body
look up.
You are
left.
correct.
And he doesn't have to
These
worry
stairs
about
connect to
clocking
the
in and
bottom
out.
deck.
Doesn't look like it's underwater.
At least
Let's go through that door.
not to all intents and purposes. We make it through the door.
Incinerator?
The incent.
Oh my. That doesn't sound very pleasant.
It doesn't
You see
sound like
11
the
at
exit
gate.
either.
Yeah, right over here.
How did you know that?
Well, I'd be happy to regale you with the story. I imagine it should only take...
What?
If you pull it,
Got it.
Why are we opening the door to the incinerator? This is a bad decision. You. Hello, fuckface. But he's in front of another door. What door is this?
What?
The big
Why
9.
is there another one?
Warning, warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged.
Oh no. What the Frenchy toast is happening now?
9 minutes.
In 9 minutes, we're gonna be burnt to a crisp.
Oh my, how exciting. You've run quite a show here, Zero. What's the matter? Too frightened to understand? Here, let me explain.
It's said that the incineration system is about to activate. In 9 minutes, this room will be engulfed in flame. You don't recognize me? I'm hurt. It's me, Snake.
Snake? Oh, yes. I'm afraid your bizarre style. I'm quite glad to see that you're alive.
So that I can kill you in
my
person. Blah, just blast him away in a fucking gun. You have a fucking gun.
The three of you couldn't have opened a door with him. Did you use Clover's bracelet, perhaps?
What?
Ah, well, your reaction suggests that you did not.
Hold on.
Yeah, that
Why
means
did you
Clover's
think we
dead.
have Clover's bracelet?
Because he doesn't know that Clover's dead.
They haven't
Told me what?
Clearly not.
That Clover's
Normally,
dead.
I would take some time and enjoy the moment. But I'm afraid my time is at a premium just now. I'll have to make this quick. Clover.
Don't do it, Ace! Keep your gut!
Clover.
I said don't listen to him, Snake!
What happened to Clover?
Clover
I
died.
stabbed her in the fucking back, you
That's
man.
not true. It's a lie.
Oh, it's quite true. I can
Oh yeah,
assure you of
definitely
that.
true.
I
1000%
killed her
true.
myself, you see.
What?
Wait. What?
I'm sorry, did I stutter?
Now I know blind people can open their eyes and they can still not look, point their eyes in directions.
I would have
Snake has
rather
not
she
chosen
died.
to do
A
that
bullet in her brain,
until this point.
perhaps, would have- Unfortunately, that would have made quite a... Circumstances being what they were, I was forced to settle for the knife. The one the ninth man had, you remember? I believe I caught her just below the shoulder blade. I was rather lucky, in fact. My first thrust went right between her ribs. Her flesh was so soft. My knife slid in so easily. There was no resistance.
This reminds me of that part where Junpei was very creepily describing the
That
viscera at the beginning of this playthrough.
was- I confess, I
Nope.
someday, perhaps.
Yep.
Incineration will begin in 7.
Got 7 minutes to go till we all burn to a crisp. Are we gonna have this here?
You so you please do.
Don't do it! Don't listen to—
Stop it, kid. He's screwing with your head.
Is there a problem? What are you waiting for?
What is
Don't
happening?
You want me to send you to join your sister?
Don't! The snake!
Don't do it!
And dead. Well, that was easy.
Lotus!
Hurry! This way!
Incineration will begin in 5.
Give me the one. I need her. Without her bracelet.
And the man who would be
Quickly
Zero is
now.
now shot and dead.
I see. Then it would seem the rest of you must. Fortunately, I one for Junpei, another for Lotus, and the last 3 for that lump of idiotic man. I will take Lotus's body with.
Incineration will be 4.
4 minutes left.
I
You
rather
better shoot
enjoy.
quick, boy.
Damn it!
Goodbye.
Kill you.
Snake's not dead.
What? No.
He does have both of his arms. You're right.
I'll kill
Queen.
you. Stay away from me. Stop. Listen to me. Shit.
That's all the bullets. He's out. He is officially out of bullets.
Hell. You won't get away.
You son of a bitch. You're a monster. Get off me. Let me. Ah!
This is it, Ace. We're going to burn to death together.
What?
Incineration will begin in 2 minutes.
Yeah, damn it! Damn you! Get off! Let me go, you monster! Okay, look. Think about it this way. My company owns a wonderful hospital. You're not wounded too seriously. You don't have to die.
What do you mean you're not wounded too seriously? You shot him point blank with a golden gun 6 times, you twat!
You have to come with us.
He's not getting out. Just hold tight, Snake.
I'm going to. Shut up!
Just hold tight.
I couldn't.
Everything's gonna be fine. Your bracelets won't burn and we can get out.
Now go. You have to.
Incineration 1.
60 seconds.
We gotta go!
You better fucking hurry, bitches.
Junpei, what are you doing?
Snake!
Wait!
Snake!
No! I have to help Snake! 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 Get off of me! Let me go!
Incineration will be 10 seconds.
9, 8, 7, 6,
Give it a
5,
choice, kid!
4, 3,
5,
2.
4,
You better fucking move.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Did we make it? Did 7 make it?
Gates 2 and 3 are locked down. Beginning incineration.
Jen! Damn you all! Why? Why me? I don't deserve this! Answer me! Answer me, Zero! Why?
He's in the room with you. Why are you asking him so loud? Unless he's dead and he can't hear you. And fried chicken fry.
Zero!
Wow.
Hey, wait!
Junpei,
You stay here.
You're gonna bring them here?
how?
Don't worry about that. I saw an elevator on the way. If I can get it to work, then maybe... Please.
What? How is it still going?
Yes.
Okay, the elevator works. Let's go get Santa and June, I guess, and get out of here. No?
June!
Where's June? Where's Santa?
Damn it, where did they go?
And who killed who? And I'll bet if I find them fucking in one of these hotel rooms, I swear to God, I'm gonna be so pissed. Wait, what? 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 They're... Really? Nowhere to be seen. Huh? Okay.
Connie!
What?
Connie!
June.
No. It
Connie
can't
is
be.
June's real name.
Connie!
Jumpy?
Oh man, what the hell happened to you? You...
Jumpy,
No way.
thank you, Jumpy.
What's happening to her?
I was really happy to see you again. Really happy.
Don't give me that I was crap. You're gonna see me again lots more time. You just gotta hang on.
Jumpy, you meant a lot. I've liked you for a...
0. You son of a bitch!
What?
What the hell are you? No. No,
What?
I'm gonna get out of here. Why? The wrong path. What are you talking?
What?
I told you! What?
Which means that Zero is still alive.
Connie, wait here. I'll be
Which
right
means
back, I
that
promise.
Snake is not Zero.
Damn it. Where? It doesn't matter. Oh God, no. Where is...
She's gone.
Connie!
Huh? Wait.
It's gas.
White smoke.
Just like before. When this whole thing started. And that's an ending. Ladies and gentlemen, it's absolutely mystified Soperil. You're 1000% fucking correct, Dan. God damn it, you're so right. I hate it when you're so right, but you're so right. Weird. So fucking weird. This game is. Like, I'm very curious what more information there could possibly be, because that's still not the real ending. There's still more. Kind of a lot more. Part of me really wants to be able to get back to the main menu because I want to check and see what ending that was that we just got, but of course, it's taking a sweet ass time getting back there and I can't skip it. Great. But going off of what we know now, Ace was behind the event 9 years ago. Snake somehow wants to get revenge for this, but isn't Zero, which means he's working with Zero in order to be able to get Snake's clothes onto Mystery Man X. Was Mystery Man X? No. Would you like to save the info you have obtained during this playthrough? Yes, I would. I would like to save here. And we got the safe ending. Oh boy. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well now. Look at that. Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun? Fun, 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 fun. Fun. Fun, fun. Curious that it has unlocked here. Still locked here. Still locked. Unlocked. 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 But still locked all the way over here. Curious that. And what does this final key mean here? He wonders quietly to himself. And where will these other endings take me when I go back here and have leave no one behind? What else could I choose to go another direction here? I don't remember there being a choice for leave no one behind. But whatever the case is, that is our stream for the evening. As soon as I can find a place to stop it. There we go. Save. Again. This time we will return to the title screen. Interesting. Oh my god. What is preview? Preview A. Secret door that carries the 9. Oh. Oh. Interesting. So is this the eye catcher that it now gives me access to because I've beaten the game? Yeah, definitely the eye catcher. Okay. Anyway, curious. I don't know, Dan. I'll be able to find that out before we meet here next time. That's for damn sure. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching this evening, ladies and gentlemen. I really hope you're right. You're absolutely right, Queen. It could still be Santa. Zero could still be Santa because Santa's sister died during this whole event too. That is a really great point. I had not thought of that. We're going to have to find out later because it's not as obvious as we thought. I am now convinced that Snake is not Zero. But somebody in our group is, and we're going to have to find out who it is next time. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We've only got a few more memory points left to get, and then we can finish this game for real. And it's going to be nice. Oh my god, I am really enjoying the shit out of this. I hope you guys are too. You'll be able to watch this again on next Saturday here at twitch.tv/TimLeftwich. Yeah. I think that's about everything. Please consider hitting that sub button. It, of course, helps me keep the lights on around here, keeps you guys in entertainment, and me in games. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, we'll see you next time.